everybody. Good morning and welcome to the 2024 Short Block Technologies World Grand Prix number 1. We're just getting started today out here in Lake Havasu. Hope everybody's having a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. We've got the Pro Runabout Endurance coming up right now, and it looks like Sea-Doo out in front right now. Fayed Al Rayas out of Kuwait City, Kuwait, sponsored by the Kuwait Sea Sport Club. Taking a look, there's Jean-Bruno Pastorella, who has won this event before out here in Lake Havasu, currently running in second. Now, the way that this endurance race works, for those of you that are listening in at home, it's 30 minutes plus a lap. Once again, 30 minutes plus a lap. Beautiful view of the mountains here in Lake Havasu. And because we're getting started here just a couple moments late, let me go through the lineup real quick for you. 193 is Cooper Caldwell. 26, Louis Buasan from the Philippines. Boat number 529, Marcio Vendetti. Boat number 21 is Brandon Warner. T70 is Therapong Pimpawat. Boat number boat number 22 is Anthony Radetich. Boat number 55, Jay Finlinson. Boat number BR1, Denisio Casarini. 553 is Kylie Elmers. Boat number 373, Noah Skips. Boat number 8 is Jean-Bruno Pastorella. Boat number 4 is Sabino Magnicat. Boat number 86, June Acoma. 37 is Fayed Al Rayas. Boat number 85 is Youssef Al Kafan. Boat number 23 is James House. 110X is Jamie Eade. Boat number 23 is Slavisa Avanik. Boat number 11 is Miroslav Borkovic. Boat number 6, Maxime Benoit. 176 is Valentina Liscano. 777, Juan Liscano. And boat number 7 is Marcus Kiskela. So there we go. We're taking a look. If you're taking a look on screen right now, we are seeing Fayed Al Rayas. He takes a look behind him. You'll find Jean-Bruno Pastorella right there. Rayas again out of Kuwait City, Kuwait, sponsored by the Kuwait Steel Company, Kuwait Finance Bank. And then you've got Jean-Bruno Pastorella right behind him, sponsored by Factory Kawasaki, Pastorella Competition. Bud Racing, Isuzu, Milwaukee, Champion Oil, and NJK. So again, you see Pastorello, he's kind of keeping Fayed Al Rayas in his gun sights. Again, 30 minutes plus a lap. The course out here today, about 1.25 miles in length. And 30 minutes plus a lap, it's going to be a battle of attrition out there. As we've got several champions from several different countries. As I take a look down here, it looks like we've got about 13 different countries that are represented just in this. And we're already coming up to some lap traffic. And that was, I believe, boat number 6. Just went lap down, Maxime Benoit. And you can see Jean-Bruno Pastorella pulling up right beside Fayed Al Rayas. And Al Rayas able to power out of it. Because, again, we are already into some lap traffic here. We're only about 3 laps into this one right here. I'd like to say a very special thanks to Amazing Thailand, Thai Airways International, the Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Freedom Racing, and Jet Drive Racing. And you can see, once again, the gap there between the leaders, only a couple seconds. But 30 minutes plus a lap, a lot of time out there. And Jean-Bruno Pastorella, he just wants to stay right there with our leader. He was a winner here last year in our Pro-Am Runabout Endurance Competition. Factory Cowie rider, again, coming to us all the way from France. You know, we got some other champions out there as well, like 193 Cooper Caldwell. He is a young upstart from Fort Worth, Texas, currently leading in the points in the 200 class over there in the P1 Aquacross Series. And you can see, once again, Al Rayas already coming up on the back of the pack. Did very well in closed course as well. Figured he'd give it a shot here in endurance. Jean-Bruno Pastorella makes the turn. Far right-hand side of the track, or the east side of the track, as we view it here from the SBT, the Short Block Technologies Tower of Power. Once again, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the 43rd Annual SBT IJSBA World Finals. Stop number 2 of the World Grand Prix. Next stop will be over in Thailand. As I'm taking a look at Al Rayas trying to stay away from the lappers, definitely stay out of the pump wash, and that's Jean-Bruno Pastorella now getting past the back marker right there. So Jean-Bruno Pastorella once again keeping Al Rayas right there in his gun sights, and you can see him just ripping down that front straightaway in front of the grandstands here in Lake Havasu. So those are your top two. Back in the third spot, we got boat number 553 and former women's runabout world champion Kylie Elmers, all the way from Mill Park, Victoria, Australia, and she's sponsored by Flamingo, NOF, USG, Jet Tribe, Sea-Doo, and the Sea-Doo Center. All right, I'm not sure. I believe that was Pastorello. Now getting past El Reyes. And El Reyes has got a mechanical issue. He's got you can see the hand up in the air. And that's one thing, man. I know some of these boats were running in some open classes yesterday. 30 minutes plus a lap is a lot for an open boat. And that's John Bruno Pastorella. He is your new race leader. Followed by the head Al Reyes, but Al Reyes with a mechanical problem, so I imagine Kylie Elmers is going to get up into that second place position. And Kawasaki dominating the endurance over the last couple of years out here in Lake Havasu. However, on the P1 Aquacross, not so much. We've got a lot of Yamahas. Dustin Farding, the current points leader in the P1 Aquacross series, and for those of you who are endurance fans, the St. Petersburg round has been canceled due to Hurricane Milton, and we're looking at Kylie Elmers right there. Kylie Elmers on boat number 553, once again sponsored by the Sea-Doo Center over there in Australia. So she has moved into second, and there is your race leader working left to right in front of the grandstands, Jean Bruno Pastorella. Hey, we'd like to say a special thanks to our local main sponsors here with the IJSBA, and they include our title sponsor, Short Block Technologies, as well as Yamaha, Kawasaki, Sea-Doo, Riva Racing, and Anderson Power Sports. Today's and this week's event sanctioned by the IJSBA. So Murda says, go Juan and Valentina. And Jean-Marc Van Beaver, he wants to know what race the GP ski is. And I take a look down here. It's going to be race number 7 and race number 11. So that is your Pro Ski GP. You guys have any questions or anything, just type them in. I'm watching both screens here, both what's happening out on the track and what's being talked about on the internet. Jean Bruno Pastorella. Boy, this kid is something else. Sponsored by Factory Kawasaki Pastorello Competition, Unlimited Bud Racing, Isuzu, Milwaukee Champion Oil, and NGK Spark Plugs. And you can see he's just working his way through the lap traffic right now. Again, if you're listening in at home and maybe you want your friends to check out what's happening too, you can go to Facebook or YouTube and search Jet Ski World Series. Once again, that's Jet Ski World Series. And if you would like to check out the points so far with our World Grand Prix number 1, you could go to WGP1.com as we take a look at Jean Bruno Pastorella there, making the long haul, coming all the way from France. You can see right behind him in that red boat right there, that was Fahed Al-Reyes, who had the hole shot. And unfortunately, a mechanical issue here right about lap number 3. Again, lap times for this course right here, hovering right about a minute and 10 seconds. Minute and 10 seconds, that's what your leader just turned in. Again, this is our first event of the day. We've got 17 total events for the day. And this is the only time that the Endurance will be running today. I believe they're going to be running tomorrow morning for their second moto as well. Taking a look right there, boat number 55. That's Jay Finlinson on the Devil Nichols. He's out of Syracuse, Indiana, part of the Syracuse Mafia. He's sponsored by Ignite Racing Fuels, Short Track Trailer, and the Rad Man, Anthony Radetich. As we take a look at Finlinson. Finlinson, he started a couple of years ago with the P1 Aquacross Series, and in the Amateur 300 division, he went undefeated. He missed the first round, went undefeated all the rest of the rounds, and took the overall title as the Amateur 300 champion. And I believe that was back in 2022. But Finlinson, a very good rider out of Indiana, and he uses that Ignite Racing Fuel. And I'll tell you, these guys all swear by that Ignite Racing Fuel, folks. corn-based racing fuel. Gotta love it. From straight out of Indiana. As Finlayson had moved into second place. Kylie Elmers currently sitting in third place now. Again, Kylie out of Australia. And the Battle of the Nations right now, you got France out in front, the USA in second. And then you got Australia in third. So a true world finals here. We got over 30 different countries this week and over 300 riders that have descended upon Lake Havasu. Once again, special thanks to all you folks, all you race fans out there for listening in. My name's Mikey Young, and I'll be your host throughout the weekend. We are on day number 6 here of the World Grand Prix number 1, stop number 2, in the 43rd annual SBT IJSBA World Finals. And for those of you that haven't listened in so far, it has been very hot out here. Every day it's been over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, between 39 and 41 degrees Celsius. There's Finlayson, once again, your second place rider. His father used to race. He's kind of a chip off the old block. Jay also an avid golfer. Not a lot of folks know, but he's he was on the high school golf team, did very well, excelled at that. His father, Brian, a former world champion out here as well, back in the 90s. So it's always good to see like these father-son combinations that come back into racing. Trey Weiland, when will the stand-ups race? Well, we've got vintage ski, which will be the next race. We got junior ski 13 to 15 stock, which is race number 3. The women's ski is race number 5. Junior ski 10 to 12 stock is race number 6. And the pro ski GP, I think that's the one you're talking about, is race number 7. Going back out, then you can see Finlayson and 553 Kylie Elmers as they come across the west side of the track and now into the front straightaway. 30 minutes plus a lap. And we'll let you know here at the halfway point. We've got, I believe, Paul Pisoni up there on the flagging tower. And he'll give them the courtesy flags. That is the white flag and the checker flag rolled up and crossed. No worries, Trey. We got you, buddy. We got your back. Once again, if you want to type in a question or anything like that during the races, please feel free to. I'm checking out both screens. Want to talk to everybody and try to get everybody as much information as possible. That is your race leader on the screen right now, Jean-Bruno Pastorella out of France. And he is on that factory Cowie ride. And the water, you know, it wasn't that rough until these guys got started. And once these guys and gals got started, things starting to chop up here in Lake Havasu. So Pastorello, again, former champion here at the IJSBA World Finals and trying to pick up where he left off. And you can see he's taking a look behind him, wants to see how much breathing room he's got. Now, Finlayson is definitely no slouch. You don't want to lay off the gas or save the boat or do anything like that, because Finlayson will take advantage. As Pastorello goes past the main grandstands here at the Crazy Horse Campground. Another great day for racing. We've had nothing but sunshine all week long, and we're expecting it through tomorrow, which will be our final day of competition here at the second round of the World Grand Prix number 1 and the 43rd annual SBT IJSBA World Finals. Top right-hand side of the course right now, and along the back straightaway, and you can see Pastorello just on the gas. And you know, I kind of tell people, especially with this endurance racing, it's kind of a hat trick. You need 3 things. There's 3 main ingredients that you can become a champion in endurance racing, and one is you got to be able to have the endurance. You got to have the physical fitness, the stamina to be out there for 30 minutes plus a lap. Then you've got to make sure that your boat is going to run for 30 minutes. You know, you can't get out there and have a mechanical difficulty. So, you know, it all depends on which way you spin the wrenches, or if, you know, you set it up as like an open boat. You see what happened to Fayed Al Reyes there on lap number 2 or 3. We've seen like 3 mechanical breakdowns already. So your boat is also key. But then the big one is the mental fitness. You know, you got to know where you're at on the track. You got to know approximately where you are at on time, and you don't want to make those mental mistakes and get lazy there toward the end. So again, your mental fitness, your physical fitness, and obviously a good running boat, and you can be a winner in endurance racing. I believe the next endurance race here in the United States is going to be in Clearwater, Florida, and that's going to be the first weekend in November. We invite everybody out for that. So if you like what you're seeing here, come on down to Clearwater. Visit St. Pete Clearwater. There goes John Bruno Pastorella. Again, past the grandstands on the front straightaway. Got some back markers in front of him. We'll see if that slows him down at all. He's still got 55. The Devil Nichols, Jay Finlinson in second, 5:53. Kylie Elmers back there in the third spot as we approach, I believe, the halfway mark here. Pastorello started out in second, has worked his way up to first due to a mechanical by Fayed Al-Rayas. That is the story right now. And again, these endurance racers racing 2 motos this weekend. And I believe that was, we also got like 373 Noah Skips, who's also doing very well in the P1 Aquacross. He's one of our amateur 300 points leaders. I believe he's currently sitting second in the points. So we've got Juna Koma's here from Japan, another one of our great racers on boat number 86. And there is a 5:53 right there. We're taking a look at Kylie Elmers, and Elmers right there behind Jay Finlinson. And not too big of a gap there, only about 2 seconds in between second and third place as you see him working on the far right-hand side of the course, or east side of the course. And back out to your race leader, Jean Bruno Pastorella. And he is up at the top left-hand side or west side of the track, getting ready to make the turn and come back down that long front straightaway. Pastorella looking smooth out there. And again, these bigger Kawasaki boats, with the water chopping up the way that it is, probably with a little bit of an advantage because they're a little bit heavier. So that's going to keep that pump hooked up a little better than some of the lighter boats. I know that Sea-Doo just came out with like that 325, and it's a light boat, but flat water, it's almost unstoppable. But when the water starts chopping up, the boat spends a lot of the time out of the water. So that's kind of the story here with the pro endurance racing. Jean Bruno Pastorella takes a look behind him, and he's looking for second place right now. 55, Jay Finlinson. And right behind Finlinson again, still Kylie Elmers. Well, also out here, we've got the Lascano team, Valentina and Juan Lascano out of Miami, Florida, sponsored by the Miami Jet Ski Shop. Liquimali, Jet Trim, Black Tip, OnlyFans, and of course, Short Block Technologies. Pastorella, unstoppable. So I'm trying to look at the gap here. He's probably got about a 8-second lead right now over Finlinson. So Finlinson doing everything he can to try to get back into this. And Finlinson had some problems early on with the P1 Aquacross Series in his pro debut. But he has certainly since come a long way in a short time. The Devil Nichols, Jay Finlinson, again, part of the Syracuse Mafia. Sponsored by Ignite Race Fuels, Short Track Trailer, and the Rad Man, Anthony Radich, who is also out there. He's on the Double Deuces. Anthony out of Abbeville, Alabama. Sponsored by Sea-Doo Trailer Valet. Jeremy Steino, yes, this is Endurance, Moto number 1. And Faja says Zin for the win. And you can see Finlinson on screen right now, working his way through some lap traffic. Still got Kylie Elmers right behind him on 5:53. And I believe your flagman, Pistone, letting them know that race is halfway complete at this point right here. So 15 down, 15 plus 1 to go. Another beautiful day here in Lake Havasu. You're watching World Grand Prix Series. As it looks like Cooper Caldwell, sponsored by Dean's Team, Mac Racing, Monster Energy, Jet Trim, Jet Tribe, MTI Boats, Ride Now, and Caldwell Racing, BP Concepts. He's out of Texas. young upstart, but looks like his boat may be having some problems, so he is going to pull off into the pit area. It looks like we started with 22 boats, and I believe we're down to about 16 now. So we've had 6 mechanical failures so far here in Moto number 1. Again, coming up next will be our vintage ski class, followed by the junior ski 13 to 15 stock class. Race number 4 is the Pro-Am runabout stock class. 5 is the Pro-Am women's ski modified. 6, the junior ski 10 to 12 stock. 7 is the Pro Ski GP class. And then we'll take a break for our qualifier for Pro Freestyle, and then come back this afternoon with 10 more races. Back out to the race course. We've got Jean-Bruno Pastorella, who has led since lap number 3. Pastorella again on the west side of our track here in Lake Havasu. Again, as I pointed out, the track about 1.25 miles long. And lap times, as I pointed out, right around 110. So your average speed is going to be probably somewhere in the mid-60s to 70. Like I say, we don't really have any surf out here. No white caps, not a bunch of wind this morning. You're just dealing with rider chop out there at this point. And that is Pastorello. On the east side of the track, goes past the lighthouse and the canal that leads to the London Bridge. In case you are familiar with the layout here in Lake Havasu. And Pastorello, once again, top left-hand side of the track, making the turn back into the endurance track. This is Moto number 1. I believe Moto number 2, they're going to be holding first thing tomorrow morning, so make sure that you tune in. I believe the broadcast will begin just about 9:30 Pacific Standard Time, which is 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Jean-Bruno Pastorella got a couple lappers in front of him. Let's see if this slows him down and can put boat number 55 back into this thing. Finlinson and then Kylie Elmers still maintaining that third place position. You got your top 3 right there on the bottom of the screen. Again, all kind of cool things going on out here at Lake Havasu this weekend. And one of the coolest things I seen back there in Performance Alley was the fact that the Red Bull KTM rider, Juju Baume, is back there. He's going to be racing this weekend as well. And he's got his Supercross bike set up and everything like that. So it's pretty cool. You know, it lends a lot of credibility to what we do out here in Lake Havasu. Jean-Bruno Pastorella. It's been the Pastorella Show here for about the last 15 minutes. And Pastorella once again coming to us out of France, and he's on that factory Kawasaki right there. A big shout out to our team manager, Joe Heim, who is in the house. I also seen Fuzzy and some of the other Cowie boys this morning. Big shout out to them as they're hanging out here with us in Lake Havasu as a part of the 43rd annual SBT IJSBA World Finals. Top right-hand side of the track and now down the back straightaway for Pastorella. And you can see where he's at right now. He is all the way about midway through the back section of the track. And I'm trying to see how far back we got second place. There's second place right there. That is Finlinson. Finlinson on a Sea-Doo. Again, as I pointed out, not too much wind. The Kawasaki, you know, just plowing through the water right now. And again, they had a Le Mans start. We missed the start on this one, but it was a Le Mans start. And a lot of it is, you know, how you get on that boat, hook that lanyard up, and grab that hole shot. And Fahed Al Rayas out of Kuwait City, Kuwait, was got the hole shot, but unfortunately a breakdown for him on lap number 3. And it's been the Pastorella Show ever since. Yes, Glenn Elliott, it is the Syracuse Mafia out in second place right now using that Ignite racing fuel. And I'm hearing a lot of A lot of good things about Ignite Racing Fuel. We've got a lot of racers here in Lake Havasu that have picked up a Ignite Racing Fuel sponsorship, and they just came on the scene just a couple of years ago. But we are definitely glad to have them here. On the personal watercraft racing scene, you're watching the Pro Enduro right now, 30 minutes plus a lap. For those of you who are just tuning in, we'd like to welcome you to the 2024 Short Block Technologies World Grand Prix number 1, the 43rd annual IJSBA World Finals. Here in Lake Havasu, we're on the shores of Crazy Horse Campground. And Jean-Bruno Pastorello has the lead. He's got some back markers in front of him. So again, he's trying to find a clean line there and just stay out of the pump wash. So we've got 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go before we throw the white flag. Jean-Bruno Pastorello, Brian Finlinson, Kylie Elmers are your leaders. Got boat number 85 out there too, Youssef Al-Kafan out of Kuwait City, Kuwait, sponsored by the Kuwait Finance House Bank. Sabino Magnagat out of Quezon City in the Philippines, sponsored by his mom and dad. Noah Skips out of Cambridge, New Zealand. Yeah, we were talking about the different countries. We got Estonia, we got the United States, we got the United Arab Emirates, France, Serbia, Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, the Philippines, Thailand. Uh-oh, and we've got a rider down. That looks like it might be the 5-5. Is that 5-5-5 or 5-5-3? No, it looks like the 5-5-5. And I'm taking a look here. I don't have a 5-5-5 on my sheet. Actually, I believe that's Kylie Elmers. Yeah, that's 5-5-3. Kylie Elmers, third place, going down with the mechanical. And like I say, they're dropping like flies right now. And we've got just over 2 minutes left to go. So a tough break there for Kylie. She ran about 26 minutes. Very good. And then all of a sudden, a mechanical breakdown. And there's Jean-Bruno Pastorello, your race leader, boat number 8. Right now, we are exactly at 2 minutes. 2 minutes before the white flag. Pastorello, he's got a fairly comfortable lead on boat number 55. Brian Finlinson, and Finlinson not even in the picture right there. So Pastorello with over a 20-second lead here in this first of 2 motos in the Pro Runabout Endurance class. Pastorello, once again, out of France, sponsored by Factory Kawasaki. And he's also getting help from Isuzu, Milwaukee, Champion Oil, NGK Plugs, as well as Unlimited Bud Racing. And has led since lap number 3. Minute 15 left on the clock. Beautiful backdrop here in Lake Havasu as he works his way down that back section. He takes a look around. You see he actually came off the gas there for just a second, trying to figure out where Finlinson is, boat number 55. So I don't believe he'll get the white flag on this lap right here, but he will probably be getting it on the next lap. So again, yeah, 2 laps. Paul Pistone saying we got about 2 laps left to go. So Jean-Bruno Pastorello is taking care of business here in Lake Havasu and making all of those factory Kawasaki folks proud and definitely earning that sponsorship. He's also sponsored by Pastorello Competition. And so you can see he's got about a half-lap lead right now as there is Finlinson on the Sea-Doo. Finlinson still holding on to that second place position. So you can see we're at 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's the 30 minutes right there. So the white flag should be coming out this next time around for Jean-Bruno Pastorello. And there it is, the white flag, and here he comes past the main grandstand. So Jean-Bruno Pastorello trying to make light work here of this first race. You can see he's at the far east side of the track. Got about 3/4 of a lap to go before this one is in the books. Again, I'd like to say a very special thanks to the IJSBA, our official sanctioning body here. That's the International Jet Sports Boating Association out of Half Moon Bay, California. John Bruno Pastorella, and you can see he's off the gas right now. He's saving the boat. He's got another moto tomorrow. That Kawasaki been running very good for him as he makes a turn up there, top left-hand side of the track. Not too much time left to go here for Jean Bruno Pastorella, as the checkered flag will be coming out from Paul Pistone up there on the flagging stand, and here he comes down the front straightaway one final time, and the checkered flag drops for that man right there, Jean Bruno Pastorella. Congratulations, he is the winner of Moto number 1 in the Pro Endurance class here in Lake Havasu, as a part of the World Grand Prix 1, stop number 2. So Jean Bruno Pastorella will take the win. I see he's following Juan Lescano there into the pits, and we're still waiting on second place. The second place 55, there goes 55. Brian Finlinson coming through in that second place position. So a great job there by Finlinson as well. And Jay Finlinson, my bad. Jay Finlinson out of Syracuse, Indiana, sponsored by Ignite Racing Fuels, Short Track Trailer, and the Radman, Anthony Radetich. And folks, we'll be back with race number 2 after these messages.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds. Presented by Freedom Racing.
Jet Tribe, your official riding gear.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 2024 Short Block Technologies World Grand Prix number 1, the IJSBA World Finals here in Lake Havasu, and we can see the vintage ski starting to work their way up to the starting line of in the staging area, as they have just been called. Now, for those of you folks that are listening in, while they're getting staged, I'll go ahead and go through the complete schedule for you for today. We just did our Pro-Am Runabout Endurance Moto number 1. Next up, race number 2 is the Vintage Ski. 3 is our Junior Ski, 13 to 15 stock. 4 is the Pro-Am Runabout stock. 5 is the Pro-Am Women's Ski Modified. 6 is the Junior Ski, 10 to 12 stock. 7 is the Pro-Am Ski GP. And then we'll go to our qualifying for Pro Freestyle. And then we'll go to Moto number 1. Race number 8 after freestyle, that's the Pro Runabout GP. And then we'll go to Moto number 2, which is race number 9 of the Junior Ski, 13 to 15 stock. Moto number 2, race number 10 for the Pro-Am Runabout stock. Moto number 2 for the Pro Ski GP. That's race number 11. Race number 12 is Moto 2 for the Junior 10 to 12 stock. And 13 is Moto 2 for the Pro-Am Women's Ski Modified. Moto 2 for the Vintage Ski is race 14. Race number 15 is Moto 3 for the Junior Ski 13 to 15 stock. Moto 3 is race 16 for the Pro-Am Runabout stock. And race number 17 is Moto 3 for the Junior 10 to 12 stock. And then after that, we'll all be packing up, going over to the London Bridge and watch the second round of freestyle qualifying. That'll be going on later tonight. And we are back. Yes, Course Marshal Randy, we are back. Moses, how you doing? Moses says, let's go Dustin Voss and Tim English. It's about time to throw down here in the vintage class. And you can just take a look there in the staging area where all the vintage skis are. And they're walking up to see Simon and Cowboy. And they're drawing, making sure that they are in the right positions. You can see all the racers down there. As we get ready to go. And once again, it's been really hot, so you can see the umbrellas are out here, not raining. Don't worry, no rain here in Havasu, but the umbrellas are out for sure. And while we're going through this staging process, it's going to give me time to actually go through the lineup and list some of their sponsors for everybody who is in this vintage ski class. So starting with, we've got boat number 928. That is Cash Crawford. He's from right here in Lake Havasu City, sponsored by Bloshin and Jet Trim. Boat number 48, Peyton Hill, out of Urupa Valley, California, sponsored by BJ's Performance, Pro Watercraft, Jet Pilot, Jet Trim, and Tim Barty Designs. Boat number 322 is Axie Jarkaz, out of Lake Havasu City, sponsored by Camel Towing. Okay, Mom and Dad, Tomsky, Jet Trim, Works, Pro Watercraft, and High Speed Industries. Boat number 18 is my buddy Mike D. He's going to be out there on the Kawasaki. Mike DeMauro. He's on boat number 18 out of Rancho Cucamonga, California, sponsored by Mike D Customs and Concept Powder Coating. Boat number 24, Dustin Voss out of Harvard, Illinois, sponsored by Auto Image, New American Home Improvement, Lair Performance, Rocky Glen OHV, Electric by George, Western Power Sports, and the Helmet House. Boat number 77 is Tim English from Lake Villa, Illinois. And he's sponsored by Professional Auto Repair and Tim Zarn Store and Company over there at Z-Force Racing, Long Lake Jet Ski, and Watcon.com. Boat number 334, my old friend Jeff Wright. He's out of Eudora, Kansas, and he's sponsored by the National Association for Health Professionals, Dale's Jet Sports, Swanson Racing, and Righteous Racing. Boat number 325 is Todd Bartell out of Pleasant Hill, Missouri, and he's sponsored by Nick's Jet Ski Shop, Dale's Jet Sports, Pro Watercraft. Boat number 476 is Andrew Cesar out of Hawthorne, California. He's sponsored by Ace Performance, Federico Demolition, and the Sandhopper. 198 is Wesley Dunlop out of San Dimas, California, sponsored by Retro Jet Ski, Impros Impellers, Competition Crankshaft, and PJ USA, Bomber Eyewear. Boat number 55, Kelly Dunlop, also out of San Dimas, California, sponsored by Retro Jet Ski, Competitive Crankshaft, and Bomber Eyewear. Casey Stone will be on boat number 409. And Casey's from right here in Lake Havasu, sponsored by Hero 365, 24 emergency home inspections, California Mini Trucks. Boat number 75 is Ian O'Connell out of Grand Valley, Missouri. Boat number 2, Michael Pradanovic out of Belgrade, Serbia, and he's sponsored by Intermoto, as well as the Serbia Jet Ski and Powerboat Association. Boat number 24, Wyland Redden out of Lake Elsinore, California, sponsored by BJ's Performance, Walsh Racing, Jet Tribe, and Tim Barty. Boat number 42 is Nick Schulten out of Westminster, California, sponsored by Wax Racing, Ace Performance, and TSR. Out of Coalinga, California, on the number 34 Kawasaki is Joseph Filippi. Boat number 220 on the Kawasaki from Costa Mesa. We actually, that rider is scratched, so we'll go to boat number 95, Rachel Cummings from Hawthorne, California, sponsored by Ace Performance. 710, Kyle Disrollers out of San Marcos, California, sponsored by BJ's Performance, Ad Racing, and Collar Jerky. Boat number 61 is Clayton Connor out of Huntington Beach, California. And rounding out this large field of vintage skis, we have boat number 12, Jake Shores out of Worcester, California, sponsored by Retro Jet Ski and the CCK Builders. As we are still standing by for these racers to be staged. Again, talk about some of the vendors that are out here in Performance Alley. Of course, we've got Jet Tribe right behind the main grandstand, and Tony Vo has always got some new and innovative products down there. So, Tony, we appreciate Jet Tribe and you being here. That's for sure. Ryan Rasmussen says, let's go Dustin Voss and Mr. English. Jeremy Steino, 30-minute race ahead of the venue. Yeah, Jeremy. That's how it's rolled here. You know that. Coming up next, we'll have the junior ski 13 to 15 stock class. Got HydroTurf SBT back there in Performance Alley, the official lubricant this year, Liquid Moly. We've got Susan Colin, and she's representing Cometic Gaskets and Clots. Bomber Eyewear is back there. We got our friends from East Coast Watercross. That's where you can go down, and they've got a lot of innovative products down there at East Coast Watercross. But they've also got some old jet sports from like the 90s and early 2000s, so you can stop on down there. They're located across from the factory Yamaha tent. Yamaha has all their 2025 lineup here. They're debuting theirs. Kawasaki's debuting their 2025 lineup here as well. But lots of things to do here in Performance Alley. As again, we are standing by and waiting for these riders to come down and get into the gate. And while they're doing that, we'd like to say a very special thanks to Amazing Thailand. Of course, our friends from Thai Airways International, Smooth as Silk, the Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Freedom Racing, and Jet Tribe Racing. Also like to say a special thanks to the sponsors here from the U.S., Short Block Technologies, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Sea-Doo, Riva Racing, and Anderson Power Sports. So again, 17 total races today. And we've just been informed that the slalom course, which is located on the west end of the track here, has now opened. And we're also getting word that Romer Beverage is just opened up. So now you can sit up there in the stands, cool yourself off with a nice, cool beverage, and watch a full day of racing. Once again, folks, we're going to take a short pause for the cause. We'll be right back after these messages. And first, we're going to go through the course, the race course. So let's take a look. You can see where they start. It's a split track. The whites to the greens is your inside. The reds to the blues are your outside. They'll merge right there at the checkered buoy, your right-hand side of the course for the ski and the sport. You've got 19 turns, 10 left turns, 7 right turns. Out here on ski, after the first lap, you'll see the log jump will open up. You'll have 19 turns, 12 left turns, 7 right turns. And there is the MasterCard buoy. That's the buoy up there at the top left-hand side of the track. And that is where you make the decision to go inside or outside. And you can see as we approach the MasterCard buoy, you can go inside or outside. Once again, you'll merge at the checkered buoys. And that is your course. That's your race course here in Lake Havasu. Currently 39 degrees Celsius, which translates into 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit. So another hot one here in Lake Havasu, and still waiting on these guys and gals to get in the gate. Again, You can catch us on Facebook and YouTube at Jet Ski World Series. All you got to do is type in Jet Ski World Series, our website, www.wgp1.com. Second round here of the World Grand Prix Series. First round was in Poland. Next round is in Thailand. You can see just the water conditions, just how calm it is as we take a look at Old Glory right there. And it looks like what's going on, I believe the reason for the delay, I know I have some folks talking about the delay. We are taking out the endurance course so it doesn't confuse any of our riders. And, of course, the vintage class, they ride an abbreviated course. Right on, Raz. I like that comment right there. Yeah, slalom used to be, especially back in these the vintage days, back in the 80s and 90s. Well, we'll talk about that in just a second, folks. We're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe-trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds. Presented by Freedom Racing.
Jet Tribe, your official riding gear.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe-trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Jet Tribe. Your official riding gear.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds. Presented by Freedom Racing.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lake Havasu as we are getting set to go here with our vintage ski class. You can see Cowboy right there as folks are drawing for position down here online. Again, 17 total races today. By the way, big shout out to my good friend Richard Ignacio, who is listening in on a live stream. It's Smucker's time, he says, and Richard watching in, not from his hometown, but he's actually down in the Philippines right now. We have Ignacio Racing. He was cheering on Ignacio Racing the last couple of days. Chris Schaefer says, go Tim English. And Long Lake Jet Ski and Dustin Voss. So we got a lot of Region 6 folks that are chiming in. Jeremy Steino also chiming in over there from Region 4. And you can see they are getting into the gate right now here for this vintage ski class. Again, I'd like to remind everybody to support those who support the sport. And nobody does it like Greg and Caitlin, Mo, all them folks over at Short Block Technologies. You can go to shopsbt.com and check out all the newest and latest from SBT, our title sponsor here for the World Finals. And actually, they've title sponsored a lot of the different regional series here in the United States, as well as the P1 Aquacross Series. So SBT really going the distance for personal watercraft racing, and we have to help them as they have been helping us. So remember to support those who support the sport. Jonathan McCreary, how you doing, buddy? We miss you. Randy, that's right, and we're back. And Jeremy Steino says, go Righteous Racing, go Jeff Wright. Jeff again out of Eudora, Kansas. Been racing with us for several decades. Always good to see Jeff in the pits. Mark Dan says, go Clipper. Now, I don't have Clipper in this one, so I don't know if he may have been a late entry, but if we see the 212 out there, we'll know it's Clipper. And again, still a couple more riders. That's D. Roger on boat number 710. Kyla, one of our females racing out there from San Marcos, California, sponsored by BJ's Performance. As we are getting set in the gate, and as I take a look down here, let me see. I believe we have 22 riders in this vintage ski class. And so they are all getting lined up. You've got some 550s, some 650s, some square noses, all kinds of fun stuff. Just reminds me of being over at the old Nautical Inn back in the 90s when we were actually racing these boats. We had classes for these boats. Now we kind of throw them all in together in this vintage class. There's our good friend Shuki from Serbia. You can see him in the forefront, the grandstands. Everybody is all ready to go. You got the big Liquimalia archway that goes into the race site. Race fans just trying to stay cool here on another hot day in Lake Havasu. Looks like number 34 pulled pole position, and that is Joseph Felipe out of Coalinga, California. One of our privateers. You see he's pitted right next to boat number 322, Axie Jarkaz out of Lake Havasu, sponsored by Camel Towing. Another look at all of our good-looking fans up there. Again, don't forget the King's Cup, round number 3 of the World Grand Prix Series. That's going to be going on in December in Pattaya, Thailand, December 11th through 15th. We'd like to invite everybody to come out and join us in Thailand. Taking a look, that's Mike D right there. Michael DeMaro, sponsored by Mike D Customs, Impros, Works Racing and Jet Pilot, boat number 18. And it's kind of the calm before the storm here in Lake Havasu as all the fans getting dialed in. Jeffrey Theron, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? Got Jeffrey Theron watching in from Florida. Bell Keys says greetings. Moses Muab, he says, let's go with the biggest class. I think you're right, Moses. I think you're absolutely right, buddy. How we doing? Ivan's listening in out there. Moses says, look at all the wide trays. Yeah. I see the Lewinstra clan up there. I'm right next to Lewinstra. You know, the bald guy, I forget his name, but that guy has probably gotten more swag from Lake Havasu than anybody else I know. He used to sit right under our announcing deal, and that's Ronnie Mack. I can tell by the size of that lens. That's Ronnie Mack. He's probably got a clove in his left hand. Yeah, he does. He's got a clove cigarette in his left hand, a cigarette, and a long lens hanging off of him. As we've got only a couple more folks to get in the gate. Region 8 is in the house. Steve Hotchkiss. Good to see you listening in there, Steve. David Hoff's listening in. He says, let's go English. Vintage class for the win. All right, only a couple more boats to get in the gate. This first race, this vintage ski race, going to be 8 laps. Going to be 8 laps, and I see 2 asterisks. And when I see 2 asterisks beside it, that means that the log jump will be open. So the vintage skis will be hitting the log jump. And I don't know, I kind of find that a little confusing because our pro ski stock didn't hit the log jump, but yet our vintage skis are hitting the log jump. I don't know. Call me crazy. But just my opinion, and my opinion does not affect those of who are producing the event or put it in. And I see a couple number 24s there. So we'll try to get the right call for everybody as we've got a couple of duplicate numbers. Raz, I know I'm only about 200 yards away from it, and I can smell it too. Chris Langlis is listening in. What's happening, Chris Langlis? Course Marshal Randy in the house as we are set to go. Course Marshal Randy is kind of like me, and well, we've got something we can identify with his class. We're both vintage. So I believe we've got everybody in the gate. Paul Pistone's checking with the scores. There is Simon Ricks right behind the starting line, who is basically our operations manager, taking a look down. And look at that lineup, 22 skis. Wow. Eric Gabriel in the house. How we doing, Gabe? Miss you, buddy. Hope things are good up there in Michigan. Paul Pistone, former racer, now flagman. Been around for a long, long time. And that's called Pistone sign language. And he means get behind the gate. That's what that means. You, get behind the gate. You, get down on the other side. All right, Rudy Del Pardo says, let's get these lawnmowers going. Welcome to Two Stroke Central. Casey Megan Leach says, go number 24. That is, I'm not sure if she's cheering for Wyland Redden or if she's cheering for Dustin Voss. How we doing, Casey? Vicky Gregory over there in the United Kingdom. How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you for listening in. We've got Jake Rolando listening in. I'll see if I can get that for you. Somebody was asking what class that Juju was in this weekend. I know he's in the ski class. I'm not sure if it is the GP ski class. Taking a look right now through my sheets and. Well, I seen his Juju's ski. Yeah, there it is. He's going to be on the number 29 Commander. And for those who was asking about Juju, Jake, he is in race number 7. He'll be in race number 7 and race number 11. So 7-11 for Juju. If we've got any Juju fans out there. Casey, yeah, Graham's doing okay. I got to catch up with him a couple of days ago. He's doing good. Taking a look on the screen. That's Tori Snyder with his back to us, and his mechanic, Michael Bouchard, out of Bradenton, Florida. And, boy, I'll tell you what, my prayers are with those guys right there, man. We got crushed by Hurricane Milton. And I live in Central Florida, and I know Bradenton got taken out, Tampa got taken out, Sarasota, Anna Maria Island, that whole area. You guys are all in our prayers. Glenn Elliott saying, let's get this show on the road. And I believe we're just about ready to. As we go with, this is actually race number 2 of the day. Our our Pro Enduro was earlier. And for those of you who are just tuning in, congratulations to Jean-Bruno Pastorello out of France, who took the win in Moto number 1 of the Pro Endurance class, which was 30 minutes plus a lap. And you can see the fans stacked up here right behind the starting line. Javier Falcon says, let's go, Jeff. I believe he's probably talking about Jeff Wright out of Eudora, Kansas. Jeff is racing for the National Association for Health Professionals, as well as Dale's Jet Sports. And boy, I can remember when we were racing in Region 6 and we had all the Dale's Jet Sports racers up there. That's some vintage talk right there, because we're talking, early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And you can see everybody's got their, I would say everybody's got their camera out, but everybody's got their phone out. And it's funny, you remember watching races over at the Nautical, you didn't see this, you had to worry about everybody sitting down in front of you. And I'm sure that a lot of you that are listening in and have been over to Nautical, they were like the standing Nazis. The people would come up, the security team, and make everybody sit down so the front row could see and so forth. And I believe right now, folks, we are going with our national anthem. As you can see, our racers down there paying respects to those brave young men and women that are overseas, fighting for our right of freedom. All right, folks, boogity, boogity, boogity. It's Saturday here in Lake Havasu for the Short Block Technologies World Grand Prix number 1, 43rd Annual IJSBA World Finals. And Jeffrey Clark, this is the vintage class. This is race number 2. Glad everybody could join us here with the live feed. My name's Mikey Young. I'll be calling the races for you today. Anybody has any questions or anything like that, just feel free to type it in, because I've got a couple different screens in front of me. Hanging out in the tent right here behind that main grandstand that you're looking at with all my friends from Thailand. And you can see Simon Ricks there in the forefront, our operations manager, as the marshals go to take their positions. 22 racers down on line. Cash Crawford, Peyton Hill, Axie Jarkaz, Mike DeMario, Dustin Voss, Tim English, Jeff Wright, Todd Bartell, Andrew Cesar, Wesley Dunlop, Kelly Dunlop, Casey Stone, Ian O'Connell, Michael Bradanovich, Wyland Redden, Nick Scholten, Joseph Felipe, Rachel Cummings, Kyla DeRose, Seth Sears, Clayton Connor, and Jake Shores, all down online. Short Block Technologies, our title sponsor, as We get set to go here for our first closed course race of day number 6 of the Short Block Technologies 43rd Annual IJSBA World Finals. Blake Corning, what's up, amigo? How you doing? Kim McKay in the house. How you doing, Miss Kim? We got Jesse Steeman in the house. He says his money's on Seth Sears. Let's go, brother. Ryan Rasmussen says, let's keep it here in the United States. Isabel Allegri. Go Peyton, says Blake. Okay, here we go as we get set to go. Beautiful camera angles here. Well, I'll tell you, this Thai camera team has done absolutely amazing, getting all the racing action. And I'm not sure, I believe that was 34. We'll let the camera do its work, and we'll let you know who the leaders are after they come through the first turn and get into the splits. And you can see it's controlled chaos out there on the track. You're watching the vintage ski class, race number 2. Race number 3 will be coming up next. That's a junior ski, 13 to 15 stock class. And we're going to hone in on your leaders. And on the inside, it's boat number 34, Joseph Felipe out of Coalinga, California. And on the outside, it looks like boat number 24, and I believe that is BJS is BJS. That's Wyland Redden on the outside. So we got two 24s. We got Voss and we got Redden on boat number 24. That is the 24 Kawasaki of Wyland Redden. And Redden with the drive works his way down the front straightaway. He'll go ahead and grab the hole shot. Congratulations to Wyland Redden, sponsored by BJ's Performance, Walsh Racing, Jet Tribe, Tim Barty, Leading Edge Impellers, Liqua Molly, GPO Jet Ski, Cali Protectives, and Sammy's Body and Paint. And there is second place, boat number 34, Joseph Felipe, a privateer out of Coalinga, California. How we doing, Angelique? Good to see you. Gina in the house says, go Seth. Casey Megan Leach says number 24, Wyland Redden. That's the number 24 that she was talking about. And there is, I believe, boat number 476. That's Andrew Cesar out of Hawthorne, California, sponsored by Ace Performance. And Sandhopper as well. Trying to keep that machine hooked up as he works the top right-hand side of the track as we view it here from the Short Block Technologies Tower of Power. And, I'm with you, Raz. Raz says, holy cow, they all made it off the line. Yeah, in the vintage class, there's always like 1 or 2, 3 stragglers, but everybody got off the line right there. Wyland Redden, your current race leader out of Lake Elsinore, California. And you can see him. He's going to opt to go to the outside split. For those of you just tuning in, the outside are the blue buoys. The inside are the green buoys. And we'll let you know a little bit more about that as we go through them. It's still Redden out in front, followed by boat number 34, Joseph Felipe, in a close second. Only about 2 seconds in between first and second as they work their way out of the split and down the front straightaway. So you can see the gap right there between first and second. Third place looks like they're coming from the inside. Don't have a number on third yet. There it is, 476. That is Andrew Cesar out of Hawthorne, California. Cesar, again, running in a solid third place right there. Crowd enjoying a great show here from our vintage ski riders. They work their way onto the right-hand side of the track and what we like to call the bubble, and I believe the log jump, I thought, should be opening up for these guys and gals. Yep, here we go. We're going to make the turn. First set, first time over the log jump. 24 is your race leader, but we're watching 42 right there. That is Nick Schulten out of Westminster, California, sponsored by Wax Racing, Ace Performance, and TSR. Going back out, your race leader still Wyland Redden on that BJ's Performance Kawasaki, sponsored by Leading Edge Impellers. And the deuce is loose also here in Havasu. And on boat number 2, that's Michael Pradanovic out of Belgrade, Serbia. And he's sponsored by the Team Serbia and Jet Ski Powerboat Association of Serbia. And I'll tell you, if you've never been to Belgrade, Serbia, that was one of the most unique and fun places that I've ever traveled to. Being in this business for just over 37 years, that was one of the places I got to go to. Got to announce the Royal Kings Cup over there, and man, I'll tell you what, just a beautiful city. Back out to your race leader. That is Wyland Redden Big shout out to Eric Reeve, who is listening in, and Don Weiland, also listening in. And there's your race leader, Weiland Redding. Weiland Redding, again, sponsored by Sammy's Body and Paint, Cali Protectives. Nice looking boat there. You can see the BJ's logo right in front of the number 24. Great graphics package there. Back in second place, we still have boat number 34. That is Joseph Felipe, 476 in third. Andrew Cesar, boat number 42 in the fourth spot. And that is Nick Schulten, followed by boat number 2, Michael Pradanovich. And there's 476 third place, working his way through the log jumps. So again, that is your third place competitor right there. Andrew Cesar out of California. And the yellow flag's out. We already got somebody on the gaff. And that looks to be boat number 322. Actually, Jarkaz out of Lake Havasu. Coming in a little bit early. Sponsored by Mom and Dad as well as Tom Ski and Jet Trim. So the course marshal with the yellow flag up as he works his way through the course with boat number 322. Once again, we started with 22 racers here in the vintage class, and there is our first casualty. 24, Wyland Redden, still your race leader. And going back on board with Wyland right now. Got the GoPro mounted on the helmet. This time you can see Wyland working the inside split. As he gets... subs it. Goes down there momentarily. But he's got a big enough lead right now that it's not going to matter as they work their way past the SBT start-finish line. And the white flag is out. Boat number 24, still your race leader, Wyland Redden, and 476 has moved up into second place. Andrew Cesar, 42, into third. And that is Nick Schulten. So we are on our white flag lap here, vintage ski class. This is moto number 1. We've went about 7.5 so far. Coming up next will be race number 3, the junior ski, 13 to 15 stock class. Thank you, Lene. I appreciate it. Nice to have the Osborne family listening in down there in Claremont, Florida. Hope you guys fared okay through the hurricane. We see our second casualty being towed in right now. 42 currently sitting in that third place position. That is Nick Schulten out of Westminster, California on the Wax Racing Ace Performance TSR Kawasaki. Thanks, Tyler Gleckler. Thanks, appreciate you getting into the live stream here. All my friends listening in from all around the world, love it, love it, love it. Hope everybody's having a good time, and we're going to do the best we can with the call up here. And it looks like we've got another casualty. There is our third one, just the third one that I've seen, and I'm in a tent for crying out loud. That is boat number 57 that is coming in on the gaff now. And I believe that might be... No, actually, we don't even have a 57, so that must have been a write-in. So we probably had 23 riders out there in this class. 24, Wyland Redden, still your race leader. 476, Andrew Cesar still in second, and boat number 42 maintains that third place position. Nick Schulten. I could have swore I seen Pistone with a white flag a lap or two ago. As there is our race leader. Once again, it's supposed to be an 8-lap race here as your race leader approaches the log jumps. Wyland Redden bunny hopping up over the log jumps and doing a great job making his way through. Again, Ryland sponsored by BJ's Performance and Walsh Racing. And we'll take a look right here. Your leader just splits those two back markers right there. And a great job. And just you can see the rider to his right went down. As folks looking on here at race number 2, the vintage ski class, and that man right there, Wyland Redden, in control. Still got 476. Cesar back there in the second place position. Sponsored by Ace Performance as well as Sandhopper. So I know that we are definitely in the latter stages of this one right here. Not sure if maybe Paul picked up a wrong flag or what, but I know that we've seen a white flag. Looks like Redden's going to go to the inside split, and we'll try to keep an eye on that flag man and see what he's letting us know out there. And Redden going switchfoot here as he slaloms his way through that inside split section on the left-hand side of the track as we view it here from the Short Block Technologies Tower of Power. Again, sharp graphics package on that boat right there. And there is the checkered flag. Yeah, I knew I seen that white flag. Checkered flag there for Wyland Redden, and you can see he's pretty pumped. Congratulations, Wyland Redden. Chris Schaefer, yeah, well, I believe we did have one stuck on the log jump, and we were able to get it off and reopen that log jump as Redden says, you know what, I'm going to take a victory lap. I bought enough fuel, I'm going to burn some. So congratulations, Redden coming through in the top spot. Andrew Cesar out of Hawthorne, California, sponsored by Ace Performance, coming through in second. And boat number 42, Nick Schulten out of Westminster, California, sponsored by Wax Racing and Ace Performance, as well as TSR. He came through in that third place position, and that it will do it for moto number 1 here of the vintage ski class. As you can see, the marshals talking to Redden on the way in. Race number 3 is coming up next. That's going to be the junior ski, 13 to 15 stock class. As you can see, the rest of the vintage boats working their way over to the technical inspection area. And before we go to race number 3, folks, we'll be right back after these messages.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
Jet Tribe, your official riding gear.
Welcome back to the personal watercraft racing capital of the world. We're here in Lake Havasu for the 2024 Short Block Technologies World Grand Prix number 1. This is stop number 2 on the World Grand Prix in the 43rd annual SBT IJSBA World Finals. We are lining up the junior ski 13 to 15 stock class, and down on line we should have boat number 3, Jack Cobb, from right here in Lake Havasu, and he's sponsored by Ultimate Watercraft Performance, Jet Trim, Pro Watercraft, Adrenaline Trailer, Bove's Pasta Sauce, VSS Racing, and 121 Photo. Boat number 211 is Nadatan Kenapan out of Bangkok, Thailand. Boat number 58, Usama Broca out of Morocco, sponsored by the Federation Royale. Boat number 883, Gavin Hogard out of Layton, California, sponsored by Ultimate Watercraft, Coda Services, Wilson's Power Sports, M&M Power Sports and Marine. Boat number 77 is Ali out of Dubai, sponsored by P&O Marinas. Boat number 44, Saif Al-Sawashi out of the United Arab Emirates and sponsored by the Sharjah Marine Club. Again, like to say big shout out to my good friend Smokers out there, Richard Ignacio. Thanks, buddy. I sure do appreciate it. We've got Houston Avens. Huey is in the house all the way from Tennessee, Ottawa, Tennessee. Houston Avens, good to see you, buddy. One of the fastest guys ever to put his leg over an X4 seat. As we take a look down the line here, again, this is the junior ski 13 to 15 stock class. We're going to be going 8 laps in this class. For those of you that may be just joining and didn't hear the lineup, before we go to the lunch break, before freestyle, we've got this class here, the junior ski 13 to 15 stock. Race 4 is the Pro-Am runabout stock class. Race number 5 is the Pro-Am women's modified. Race number 6 is the junior ski 10 to 12 stock class. And race number 7 is the Pro Ski GP class. By the way, we'd like to say a very special thanks to our main sponsors here for the World Grand Prix Tour. That is Amazing Thailand, Thai Airways International Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Freedom Racing, and Jet Tribe Racing. Again, as I pointed out, this is round number 2 of our World Grand Prix Series. The final round of the World Grand Prix Series will be held in Pattaya, Thailand, and that's going to be December 11th through 15th. Folks, I'm telling you, give yourself a Christmas present and join me over in Pattaya, Thailand this year. It is going to be off the chain. So again, junior ski, 13 to 15 stock, just about ready to go. Don't forget to visit shopsbt.com. And again, if you have some friends who would like to watch in, make sure you give them a shout. Let them know they can find us on Facebook and YouTube at Jet Ski World Series. So again, just getting set to go here as we take a look at pole position. That's going to be Gavin Hogard with the pole position out of Layton, California. Sponsored by Brian and the folks over there at Ultimate Watercraft. And then we've got 211. That is Natatan Kenapan out of Bangkok, Thailand. You can see winds not really that bad here. I think winds are right now, they're out of the southwest at about 6 knots. Water temperature is probably the hottest it has ever been here since I've been coming for the last 36 years. The water temperature is actually 80 degrees here. The air temperature, 102 degrees. And while there's boat number 3, Jack Cobb from right here in Lake Havasu, also sponsored by Ultimate Watercraft as well as Pro Watercraft and Jet Trim. Five different countries represented in this junior ski 13 to 15 stock class as Paul Pistone gets ready to fire him up. Again, this is race number 3 for those of you listening in online. Again, today's event sanctioned by the International Jet Sports Boating Association. And I'd like to say a special thanks to Anderson Power Sports, Riva, Sea-Doo, as well as Kawasaki, Yamaha, and SBT. We are off and away. All right, well, we are off and away here with the junior ski 13 to 15 stock class. Sorry about that. I had somebody had a question, and we're trying to take care of business here. I got like 3 screens in front of me. Boat number 211, that is Natatan Kenapan out of Bangkok, Thailand. One of our self-sponsored racers. And on the outside split looks to be Jack Cobb, sponsored by Ultimate Watercraft, Pro Watercraft, Adrenaline Trailer, Bo's Pasta Sauce, VSS Racing, and 121 Photo. And we'll see if he can grab that hole shot from the outside. Now in the vintage ski, the hole shot came from the outside. It's going to be a drag race down the front straightaway. Green flag is waving. So it is going to be boat number 3, Jack Cobb. Cobb, your early race leader, again from right here in Lake Havasu. And I'll tell you, the Lake Havasu locals have been doing well all weekend long. Again, you're watching day number 6. A beautiful Saturday here in Lake Havasu, 211. Natatan Kenapan currently sitting in that second place position on that Kawasaki. And you can see the boat traffic there coming through the canal that leads to, or the channel rather, that leads to the London Bridge. And there is third place, boat number 883, Gavin Hogard out of Layton, California, sponsored by Ultimate Watercraft as well as Coda Services and M&M Power Sports and Marine. Again, you're watching the 43rd Annual SBT IJSBA World Finals. We've got the junior ski 13 to 15 stock class. Beautiful backdrop here in Lake Havasu. As you can see the mountains, another beautiful sunset last night. I tell you, the sunsets are just really off the chain here. We're looking at boat number 40. I believe that was 44, or it looked like 41, but I think they have them listed as 44. Saif Al-Sawashi out of the United Arab Emirates. As we go back out to your race leader, number 3, Jack Cobb, 211, still holding on to second. Nataton and boat number 883, Gavin Hogard, maintaining that third place position. 7 racers here in this junior ski 13 to 15 stock class. Yeah, Vicky, the water is starting to chop up a little bit. The wind's starting to pick up out of the southwest. And normally that's the way it goes over here. The wind picks up throughout the day. It gets a little choppier throughout the day, and then it calms down right at the end of the day. So we'll see if that holds true as we take a look at second place there, 211, our Thailand rider, Natatan Kinapan. Self-sponsored rider from Thailand. And Thailand's been doing very good here so far at the World Grand Prix number 1, stop number 2. For more information on the World Grand Prix, you can go to WGP1.com as we go back on board with our leader, boat number 3, Jack Cobb. Cobb getting some support from Frank and those fine folks over at Jet Trim. I like his sponsors too. He's got a wide variety of sponsors. He's sponsored by a pasta sauce. I don't think I've ever announced a racer sponsored by a pasta sauce, but that's actually pretty cool. We're going back to 211, back to second place out of Bangkok, Thailand. Nataton working his way through some lap traffic. How we doing, Barbara Wilson? Hope you're having a good time. And Sidhu Adil says, go Osama. Osama Broca out there on boat number 58, coming to us from Morocco, sponsored by the Federation Royale of Morocco. 883, Hogard still maintaining that third place position, but you're taking a look at second right now. That is Nataton. And you can see the gap between second and third as they work their way along the back straightaway, and they approach the MasterCard buoy. Now, the MasterCard buoy are the 2 red buoys that you see him going around right now. That's what we call the MasterCard buoy, and that's where you come in and you make your choice on whether you're going to go inside or outside. Again, the outside are the blue buoys, the inside are the green buoys. So second place goes to the outside, third place goes to the inside, and first place is getting ready to exit that inside split. That is boat number 3. It goes down there momentarily. Jack Cobb. Cobb gets her back under control, and he'll one more buoy to go before he comes down the front straightaway. And there we go. Here comes Cobb from the green buoys as we take that wide angle lens, and you can see third place over there on the blue buoys. Second place should be coming into the picture here on the right-hand side. There is 883 Hogard, who is in third, coming from that outside. Let's see if he can, if he made up any time there. 883, Gavin Hogard still maintaining that third place position. Boat number 211, Nataton, able to make the pass through the split that last lap around. Jack Cobb, I believe, sliding back into that second place position. And there is boat number, looks like boat number 328. And unfortunately, folks, I apologize, but we do not have a 328 on our grid sheet, but I know that we will for the second set of motos. That's Ali Alalia out of Dubai right there that you're taking a look at, and he is sponsored by P&O Marinas. They have him listed here as number 27, but he is on boat number 41. You can tell that by the back of his vest, folks. So again, your race leader, still boat number 211 out of Bangkok, Thailand, Natatan Kenapan, and I think I'm landing there on December 8th. That's right, December 8th. I'll be heading over that way as the white flag coming from Paul Pisoni up there in the Hot Products flag stand. And the white flag coming out for Nataton Kinapon. Still maintaining that first place position. Jack Cobb in second. The 883 of Gavin Hogard in third. 328 has moved into fourth. And then you got boat number 41, Ali. That is your race leader. 2:11. Nataton being able to make the pass just a couple of laps ago through that split section. Unfortunately, we did not have a camera on it, but we do have the a transponder system, I believe, on these guys. So that's how we're getting all the info inside the media tent. And there he is up at the MasterCard buoy. One last time through the split section, and Nataton says, I'm going to go to the outside this time. He takes a look behind him. You'll see second place over there at the MasterCard buoy. He's got about, I would say, a 7-8 second lead, so he's got a pretty comfortable lead. Jack Cobb still maintaining that second place position. Race, you're asking for how many races before the GP? The GP is race number 7. This is race number 3. 4 is coming up next. The checkered flag is up, and the checkered flag is down for that young man right there. Congratulations to Nataton Kinapon out of Bangkok, Thailand. So another victory for our Fly Thai guys. Doing a great job there on his Cowie. Boat number 3, Jack Cobb, also on a Kawasaki. He'll take second place. Great work there by Jack. Again, this is only the first moto. And I believe it was 883, Gavin Hogard from Layton, California, coming through in third. Folks, we'll be right back with race number 4, the Pro-Am Runabout Stock, after these messages.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe-trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Jet Tribe, your official riding gear.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds. Presented by Freedom Racing.
All right, folks, welcome back for the Pro-Am Runabout Stock Class. You're watching the 2024 SBT World Grand Prix number 1. And we'll take a look at the lineup here in just a couple of seconds. As we go through the lineup, the 2024 Short Block Technologies World Grand Prix number 1, 43rd Annual IJSBA World Finals. This is race number 4, the Pro-Am Runabout Stock Class. And down on line, we've got boat number 37 atop the Yamaha out of Waco, Texas, sponsored by Dean's Team, Monster Energy, as well as Jet Tribe and Marine Technology. That is Tim Miller. Boat number 529, Marcio Bendetti. Originally from Brazil, now makes his home in Orlando, Florida, sponsored by Dean's Team Racing, Watercraft Performance, and IQ Home Care. Boat number 116, Khalid Sadini out of Rabat, Morocco, sponsored by AJSS. Boat number 777, Juan Lascano out of Doral, Florida, sponsored by the Miami Jet Ski Shop, Jet Trim, and Liqua Mali. Boat number 10, Abdullah Alamadi out of Dubai, sponsored by the United Arab Emirates and the Dubai Police. Boat number 7 is Carl Kaskula out of Estonia, and he's sponsored by the BP Center of Estonia. Boat number 79, the King, Dustin Farthing. He's out of Ackworth, Georgia, and he is on a factory Yamaha, sponsored by Monster Energy, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, VP Race Fuels, and Yamal Lube. Boat number 110 is Tori Snyder out of Bradenton, Florida. Sponsored by Snyder Built, Monster Energy, Judge Motorsports, Riva Racing, Jet Trim, and Jet Pilot. Boat number 521 is Talon Farthing out of Ackworth, Georgia. He is also on a factory Yamaha, sponsored by Monster Energy, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, VP Race Fuels, Yamalube, and 100%. Boat number 77 is Matthias Simon out of Estonia, sponsored by the BRP Center of Estonia. So that is your lineup here, folks, for the Pro-Am Runabout. I'm sorry, the Pro-Am Runabout Stock Class, as we are just about set to take off here on the shores of the Crazy Horse Campground. And Paul making sure all the scores are in from race number 3, the race we just had, that junior ski 13 to 15 stock class, before he turns his attention here to the Pro-Am Runabout stock class.
Outside, we've been talking about that all week.
Course Marshal Randy says, I got my money on Talon Farthing. I'll tell you, Dustin Farthing out there. Dustin, the current points leader in the P1 Aquacross Series, the SBT P1 Aquacross Series. Unfortunately, the next round did get canceled as St. Pete got crushed by Milton. Riders are told to fire up their machines, and Pistone about ready to let him go down there on the starting line. He's looking left, he's looking right, making sure everybody's locked, cocked, and ready to rock and roll. There, the horn sounds, the light flashes, and we are off. You're watching the Pro-Am Runabout stock class. Tim Miller, Marcio Bendetti, Khalil Sedini, Juan Lescano, Abdullah Alamati, Caro Cascella, Dustin Farthing, Matthias Seaman, Tori Snyder, and Talon Farthing. We'll hone in on our leaders here. It looks like boat number 10, your early leader, Abdullah Alamati. Alamati coming, he is your leader on the inside. On the outside, it appears to be boat number 37, Tim Miller out of Waco, Texas, sponsored by Dean's Team, Monster Energy, and J. Caldwell Racing, Jet Tribe, Marine Technology, and Jet Trim. The green flag is out, and it looks like it's going to be Miller with the hole shot. Miller coming from that outside split. And he has really come a long way. You know, he was actually going to retire last year. You know, we had this conversation in Daytona at the P1 Aquacross race. He was going to retire, but he did so well last year at Lake Havasu. He said, you know what, I think I got another year in me. Boat number 77 gets up into that third position. That is Matthias Simon out of Estonia, sponsored by the BRP Center. And there is boat number 16. I believe that is... that could be Khalil Sedini, as we take a look at Tori Snyder there on boat number 110. Tori out of Bradenton, Florida, sponsored by Snyder Built, Monster Energy, Judge Motorsports, Riva Racing, Jet Trim, and Jet Pilot. Your top 5, again, 37 is Tim Miller, boat number 10, Abdullah Alamati, boat number 77 in third, Matthias Simon, 16 in fourth. I'm thinking that I'm going to take a look the next time that we see number 16. That may be Farthing. And you got boat number 110, Tori Snyder, back there, rounding out your top 5 here. Again, 12 laps, a lot of laps here in this Pro-Am Runabout stock class. But Tim should be used to the laps. Your race leader, Tim Miller, should be used to the laps, as he's been running the P1 Aquacross, which is 30 minutes plus a lap 3 times a weekend. So 12 laps shouldn't be anything for that guy right there. And there's Alamati on the red boat, currently sitting in that second place position. Jeremy Steino says, let's go, Tim Miller. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed, man. Miller with a great start, and getting a lot of help from Dean's Team, and now sponsored by Monster Energy, Jet Tribe. He also spins the wrenches for Cooper Caldwell, who we seen a little earlier today in the our pro endurance race out here. Going back on board with second place, Alamati. Again, Alamati out of Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and he is sponsored by the Dubai Police. That's right. Don't do anything wrong out here in Lake Havasu. We've got not only the Lake Havasu City Police, but we've got the Dubai Police. And looks like second place going to go to that inside split. So you've seen first and second place going to opposite sides. Miller going to the outside. Alamati going to the inside. And we'll see how they come out. If Alamati can make up any time. Miller looks pretty solid, though, and he's going to have the drive as he gets ready to exit that outside split. And here comes Miller from the outside. Alamati comes out. He's going to show him a keel, but nothing there, as Miller just glides right past him. Miller going to go around the horseshoe and head toward the top right-hand side of the track. Alamati following suit. Alamati, once again, police officer over there in Dubai. And you can see third place right there. That's our, I believe, our Estonian rider, boat number 77, Matthias Simon, sponsored by the BRP Center of Estonia, riding one of those factory Sea-Doos. Matthias, no stranger to the podium here in Lake Havasu, as we've called his name out for the last several years. So those are your top three. Boat number 16 in the sixth place, and I believe that is Dustin Farthing out of Ackworth, Georgia, sponsored by Yamaha, Monster Energy, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, VP Race Fuels, Yamalube, and 100%. And you can see that was the gap there between second and third. Red boat still in second. That's Alamati. And on the silver boat, that's your Estonian rider, boat number 77, Matthias Simon. And working the inside is Alamati. Alamati working his way through that the green section of the track. Has third place went to the outside. And let's see how they come out. Looks like, they're close. Look at the Estonian rider. He gets ahead of them right there. They are rail to rail as they get ready to head into the horseshoe. And Matthias Simon gets him. Oh! And looked like Matthias Simon clipped and came up into the back of his tray. And it looks like 10, Almaty is okay, but it looked, oh man, that could have been really bad. And a tough break there for Almaty, who was running in second. And him and boat number 77, Matthias Simon, just mixed into it. And here, let's take a look at the replay. You see Simon gets ahead of him, shuts the door, and then comes right back. Almaty comes right back, and you can see he comes raised right up into the back of his tray, and that forces Almaty off of his boat. And luckily, Almaty is okay as we watched him swim back to his boat. But that could have been real bad. You're watching the World Grand Prix 1 Series. This is round number 2, and they are bumping and grinding here in the Pro-Am Runabout stock class. There is second place, your Estonian rider, Matthias Simon. Matthias, once again, sponsored by the BRP Center of Estonia. 12 laps. As we take a look at your second place rider right there. And wow, lots of action so far here in the Pro-Am Runabout stock class. And with them guys battling it out for second place right there, that has given Tim Miller a fairly comfortable lead at this point. Actually, check that. That was Matthias Simon able to get past Miller in the split on that last lap. 16, Farthing has moved up into third place on the Monster Energy Yamaha, sponsored by Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, VP Race Fuels, and Yamalube. Now there is boat number 37, now currently sitting in second place. The Dean's Team Yamaha pilot, Tim Miller, out of Waco, Texas. So the Estonian rider able to get past Miller on that last split. As Miller approaches that MasterCard buoy, and he's going to opt to go to the outside split. So we're watching Tim Miller once again work his way through the outside, folks. Still boat number 77 out in front, Matthias Simon. And boat number 16, I believe that is Dustin Farthing. We have him listed here as boat number 79, but I believe that is one of the backup boats in the Farthing camp as we go back on board with Tim Miller. Again, Tim not only sponsored by Dean Team, but getting a lot of help this year from Monster Energy, Jay Caldwell Racing, Jet Tribe, Marine Technology Incorporated, and Jet Trim, all helping him out here with his 2024 campaign. And again, folks, if you're just joining us, we'd like to welcome everybody to the 2024 Short Block Technologies World Grand Prix number 1, 43rd Annual IJSBA World Finals. Yeah, Kim, he was pretty lucky right there. He rode right up into the back of the train. It looked like he almost hit his back, but what it did was it kind of spun his boat out, and so the rider actually didn't get hit. The boat got hit, but the rider didn't get hit. And boy, I'll tell you what, thank God for that. So it looks like there is boat number 10, Almaty, or I'm sorry, boat number 16. That is Farthing, Dustin Farthing, the king, out of Ackworth, Georgia, and it looks like he is working that inside split. Dustin didn't get a good start, but he has worked his way through the pack to get up to third place. He is right behind Boat number 37, Tim Miller, and 77, Matthias Simon out of Estonia. Dustin Farthing, been racing for many, many years. And it's great to see Dustin and his son, both of his sons, out here racing this weekend. And Dustin has shown, he has not really lost a step. Currently got a huge points lead in the P1 Aquacross Series, but he's showing you that he still knows how to do closed course as well. As right now, he is about, I would say, 4 to 5 seconds behind Tim Miller, your race leader, getting ready to, I believe, hit the MasterCard buoy up there. Just hit the MasterCard buoy and now coming to the inside split. So your race leader got about a 7 to 8 second lead. We've got Khalili Sadini is on boat number 116. Farthing is on boat number 16. Okay, just so you know, I know somebody's chiming in online. And I can tell it's Farthing just by the riding style. I've been watching him for 35 years. So 77, our Estonian rider, still your race leader. As he works the top right-hand side of the track. No issues so far for Matthias Simon. McCluggage, I believe that is Dustin Farthing. And if you watch the riding style, you can tell it's Dustin. 116 is Khalil Sadini. 116. That's 116. All right. I know that somebody's trying to correct me online here, but 16 is the backup boat for the King, Dustin Farthing. I've seen that boat in action before. There is 77. '77 out of Estonia. So again, we're trying to figure out if they peel the 1 off the 116 or not. We're trying to get the official word. Again, like I said, I'm sitting in a tent here watching a screen, so all I can see is what you see at home. 77, that is Matthias Simon. You're watching race number 4, race number 5, the Pro Women's Ski Modified coming up next. That'll be followed by the Junior Ski 10 to 12, and then Pro Ski GP, and then we'll go into freestyle qualifying. Those are the next 4 on the docket, as I see the blue flag with the yellow stripe getting ready to come from the tower. And that means that you must yield for the leader. The leaders are coming by, and that is boat number 37, Tim Miller from Waco, Texas, still maintaining that third place position. Yeah, so I'm waiting to look at the red boat again. We were told in here that that could have been Farthing. We have a 116. We do not have a 16 on our sheets here. So again, they normally correct that by the second set of motos. I apologize to all of you who are watching in online, but we had this same problem the first couple of days, as to where we get some late entries and we don't have all the boat numbers on our sheets. So again, I apologize for any confusion, but I can tell you 77's in front, 37's in second. We got 16 in third. But again, we're not sure if that was Khalil Sadini out of Morocco that peeled the 1 or not. And I haven't seen 79 out there, and that's what Farthing was listed as. So again, we were just trying to do some deductive reasoning here, and we apologize for any confusion. 77, Matthias Simon out of Estonia on the BRP Center Sea-Doo out in front. Again, 12 laps here in this one. And we are headed toward the conclusion of this one here. You've been watching the Pro-Am Runabout stock class. Again, while we have the opportunity, I'd like to say a special thanks to Amazing Thailand, Thai Airways International, the Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Freedom Racing, and Jet Tribe Racing. White flag now out for your race leader, Matthias Simon out of Estonia. Still boat number 37, Tim Miller on the Dean's Team Yamaha in second. And boat number 16 in third. I'm still waiting for them to pan in and go back to 16, but they normally will follow the leader all the way through the final lap. So we'll know who 16 is in Moto number 2, which will be coming up race number 10.
And when I see, and I mean this with love, when I see Dustin Rock Services products into Nation, I see his products in
Not like those.
And we got some folks asking why haven't they black flagged 77. I don't know. He may get penalized after the race. That is up to our race director. Again, I'm just calling it as I see it here on the TV screen. And a checkered flag out, and Matthias Simon out of Estonia, sponsored by the BRP Center of Estonia, will take the win here in Moto number 1 of the Pro-Am Runabout stock class. I believe Tim Miller getting ready to cross the finish line, boat number 37 in second place. As you see Paul Pistone waving the checkered flag right there. And you can see just what kind of a lead the Estonian rider had. So 37 had just made his way in. Boat number 16 now making his way in. So Tim Miller, congratulations, second place for that guy right there. And he's like, what's up? He's like, I think he was wanting a black flag there too, currently as he was in second place. Again, sponsored by Dean's Team and Monster Energy. Tim Miller, boat number 16, coming through in that third place position. So those are your top 3 here in the Pro Runabout stock class. We'll be back here with the Pro-Am Women's Ski Modified after these messages.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Jet Tribe, your official riding gear.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds. Presented by Freedom Racing.
out of Sanish, Massachusetts. So it says, sponsored by Baymar Racing, 37 Designs, 424 Performance, 1 I-90 Motorsports, and Commander Industries, 85 Available.
Also on a Lake Havasu City.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the 2024 Short Block Technologies World Grand Prix number 1, the IJSBA World Finals here in Lake Havasu City. Well, it looks like our Pro-Am Women's Ski Modified getting ready to take off down online, and let's go through the lineup for everybody. Boat number 335 out of Lake Havasu City, sponsored by Doritos, the Freestyle Factory, Ignite Race Fuels, Commander, Liquid Molly, and Rebel Optics. That is Sadie Murr. Boat number 23 on the Fast Power Sports boat. We got River Varner from right here in Lake Havasu, sponsored by Bell Helmets, 100% goggles, Athika, Go Fast, Jet Pilot, Works H2O. We've got boat number 85, Elof Bidar, out of Massachusetts, sponsored by Baymar Racing and 37 Designs. 141, Reese Geese, out of Lake Havasu City, sponsored by the Scottsdale Cycle Center, Commander Industries, Jet Pilot, Jet Trim, and Troy Lee Designs. 911 is Sophie Francis from Port St. Lucie, Florida, and she's sponsored by Fly, Black Tip, SBT, Watercraft Superstore, as well as Works H2O, Quakey Sense. Lisa Casan Battaglio will be on boat number 27, sponsored by MT Racing of Monaco, as well as GS Monaco, JSU Refresh, and SL Services. Boat number 210 is Karis Webster out of Phoenix, Arizona. And Sponsored by Commander Industries, Team Faith, Works H2O, Slippery, Blosian, Impros, Ignite, and Alpine Stars. And it looks like they have called for a 2-minute hold. And you can see a lot of these riders putting their boats back up onto the shoreline. Again, this is the Pro-Am Women's Ski Modified. Our 5th race of the morning. We've still got this race here. We got the Junior Ski 10 to 12 and the Pro Ski GP. And then we'll have our lunch break, which we'll be doing our Pro Freestyle qualifying. I do not believe that there will be a live feed for the Pro Freestyle qualifying, and I apologize in advance for that. That's not me. We've got a lot of Sophie Francis fans. Vicky Gregory saying, go Sophie. Glenn Elliott, course marshal Randy, all saying, go Sophie. Again, she's going to be, I believe, on the 911, and the 2 minutes are just about up. And we're taking a look right there at River Varner on boat number 23. Sponsored by Jet Pilot, Works H2O, Liqua Moly. And Paul Pistone says, fire them up. Here we go, the women's ski modified class, and it looks like 9 laps here for the women's ski modified. And there we go. Green light is off. Varner getting a good jump on the inside. We'll see if he can make it stick. The red flag. Uh-oh, the dreaded red. The dreaded red coming out. And we'll bring the ladies back to the line. And we'll repack, restack, and restart this one all over again. So, again, our first red flag here on day number 6 of the 2024 SBT World Grand Prix. Yeah, Randy Scott online is asking about the modified division. Modified division, it used to be one of the largest division that we had here in personal watercraft, but this modified division means that you can use a different type of hull. You don't have to have a factory hull. So you've got Commanders out there, you've got the fast power sports boats out there. But you do have the lone Kawasaki, Lisa Casan Battaglia, is out there as well. So you can have a modified hull in this modified division. And that is the difference. It doesn't have to be a stock like Yamaha or Kawasaki or old Polaris hull. So here we go with the restart of the Pro-Am Women's Ski Modified. As Pistone gets ready to fire him up. And again, while we have the time, I'd like to say a special thanks to Short Block Technologies, Yamaha, Kawasaki, Sea-Doo, Riva Racing, and Anderson Power Sports. So Sadie Mir, River Varner, Elif Badar, Reese Geis, Shani Seidenberg, Sophie Francis, Lisa Catan Battaglia, and Karis Webster are all ready to do battle down there online. Not quite sure. I don't see a rider that was penalized in this one, but we did have a red flag on that first one, possibly on the outside, and our cameras couldn't get to it. All right, so the ladies are headed toward turn number 1, and as they come around and head into their split sections, we'll let you know who the leaders are. And we are going to, your leader here from the inside appears to be boat number 141, and that's Reese Geis from right here in Lake Havasu, sponsored by the Scottsdale Cycle Center. And on the outside, it appears to be boat number 210, Karis Webster out of Phoenix, Arizona, on that Commander, sponsored by Brian O'Rourke and Company at Team Faith, as well as Works H2O. And it looks like it is going to be Reese coming from that inside split. She'll grab the whole shot there on boat number 141. Great graphics package there for Reese as She'll work her way around the bubble there. And as I take a look down here, the women will not be hitting the log jump. Once again, the women will not be hitting the log jump. They are in second place, Karis Webster right now. Karis working her way up to the top right-hand side of the track. Third place coming into view, River Varner, sponsored by Bell Helmets, Liquid Molly, as well as Go Fast and Jet Pilot. Currently sitting in that third place position. So there's your top three. 141, Geis out in front. In second place, the 210 of Karis Webster and boat number 23. Rounding out your top three here after one lap complete, River Varner. So that is the way they stack up. And you can see things starting to stack up along the backside there behind the MasterCard buoy. As we take a look, I believe that is the 911 of Sophie Francis on the blue and yellow boat right there. And I believe she is currently running in that fourth place position in case you're tuning in at home. Yeah. So Commander, I'm taking a look here. Reese on a Commander, Karis on a Commander, and boat number 23 on a fast power sports boat, as well as boat number 911 also on a fast power sports boat. So 1 and 2 on Commanders, 3 and 4 on fast power sports boats. There's 335 on a Commander. That's Sadie Murr, sponsored by Straight Edge Custom Painting, Lashes del Sol, Pro Rider Magazine, Broomer Poles, She Rips, Blosian, Naughty Shine, Works, Bomber Eyewear, all helping her out. And now taking a look at, I believe that is the 323, which unfortunately we'll have during the second set of motos. Yellow flags are out on the track, and it looks like we got a rider down on the top left-hand side of the track, getting some attention from the course marshals. Doesn't affect our leaders, though. Reese Geis, still your leader. And again, Reese on that Commander, sponsored by Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Troy Lee Designs, BP Race Fuels, Works H2O, She Rides, and Ultimate Watercraft Performance. And it looked like Paul Pistone was actually trying to message something to Sophie Francis as she was coming by. I didn't quite get it. Probably trying to let him know exactly how many laps to go. Yeah, there you go. You got your top five once again. Reese Geis, followed by the 210 of Karis Webster. 23 is River Varner, and then you got our good friend, and she's got a lot of fans here online, Sophie Francis on the 911, and 335, Sadie Murr back there in the fifth position. So that is your top five. Again, 9 laps here for the Pro-Am Women's Ski Modified. Yes, Zach, those chicks are fast. Pro Ski is number 7. The Pro Ski GP is number 7. Coming up next, number 6 is the Junior Ski 10 to 12. And once again, the courtesy flags coming out from the SBT flagging stand. And when you see the white flag and the checkered flag rolled up and crossed like that and shown to the racers, that means that the race is halfway complete. Now, this is a 9-lap race, so they show the halfway spot, or they show the courtesy flags after lap number 5. So Reese Geis going on to lap number 6 as we go back on board there with Sophie Francis. Again, Sophie on that Fly Racing Fast Power Sports boat, sponsored by Black Tip, SBT, and the Watercraft Superstore, Works H2O, Quakey Sense, and Fit Aid. And Sophie doing what she can. You can see third place just in front of her. Oh, actually, Sophie just took third. You can see second place just in front of her, boat number 210. That is Karis Webster. And you can see Sophie as they work their way down the back straightaway and into the MasterCard buoy. Sophie's still got about 3 1/4 laps to get her done. She's going to opt to go to the inside. Webster goes to the outside. So that is your battle for second place. Karis Webster on the Commander on the inside. Sophie Francis on the Fast Power Sports boat on the inside. Sophie on the blue and yellow boat. And again, it's going to be close. You see Francis coming into the picture right now. And here comes Francis. It's going to be close. A drag race down the front straightaway, side by side. Oh, and Francis almost gets Karis Webster. Webster able to power out of it. But Sophie really closed the gap by utilizing that inside split right there. Meanwhile, while all this is going on, Reese Geis enjoying a great lead right now. Again, she's sponsored by the Scottsdale Cycle Center, as well as Jet Pilot, VP Race Fuels, Works H2O Designs, Ethica, and She Rides. Sophie Francis once again challenging for that second place position. And again, she is out of Port St. Lucie, Florida, originally from Great Britain. And I'll tell you, she races every time that she can get on a boat, man. I'll tell you, she actually represented the United States over in Poland for the first round of the World Grand Prix Series. And they're going to go to split sections of the track. Webster again to the outside, Francis to the inside. And here we go, folks. Put your seat backs and tray tables in their upright and locked position because we're racing here in Lake Havasu. So Sophie Francis didn't have the best of starts. And this time comes out maybe just a little bit slower, about 2.5 seconds off the pace, being thrown down by Karis Webster. Again, Webster being sponsored by Works H2O, Team Faith, Blosian, Impros, Ignite Racing Fuels, Alpine Stars, and of course Commander Industries, which her father owns. And Francis still keeping Webster in her gun sights as they work the top right-hand side of the track and now down that back straightaway headed toward the MasterCard buoy, where they'll make the turn back into the closed course and choose whether they want to go inside or outside. And you can see the flotilla starting to build up along the outside of the race. All the pleasure boats coming to watch day number 6 here of the 43rd annual IJSBA World Finals. This time, Karis Webster goes to the inside. Sophie goes to the outside. So you got to wonder if Karis is kind of playing games with her here, making her think about it. The white flag's going to come out right there for Reese Geis. Reese, again, sponsored by the Scottsdale Cycle Center and Commander Industries. Now, Sophie should have the drive coming from the outside. There's Karis Webster. Webster coming from the inside. And here she goes. She grabs a handful of throttle. And she is going to maintain that second place position. And Sophie going wide. Looks like she's going to try to sweep hard. And only about a second and a half or so off the pace. Sophie has about 3/4 of a lap if she's going to get past Karis Webster. And Webster knows that she's there right in her back pocket. And I'll tell you, Sophie is definitely fit enough. She is. She's not worried about stretching her back or anything like that. This girl is. She is a beast as they work their way down the back straightaway one final time. Meanwhile, Reese Geis just coming into the split section, and Sophie really pushing Karis Webster. And you can see Geis already into the split, working the outside split. And there goes Sophie. Sophie going to the outside. And there is boat number 141, Reese Geis, your race leader. And she comes out. Out comes the checkered flag. And Reese Geis will take the checkered flag here in Pro-Am Women Ski Modified. Congratulations, and I'm hoping the camera pans back to that second place. Second place going to be Karis Webster. Karis Webster coming through on 2:10 on the Commander. Sophie Francis coming through in third on the Fast Power Sports boat, boat number 911. Again, this is only their first moto. We're going to see the women again as I take a look down here. The Pro-Am Women's Ski Modified. They'll be back in race number 13. Race number 6, Junior Ski 10 to 12, will be coming up next after these messages.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
Jet Tribe, your official riding gear.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 2024 Short Block Technologies World Grand Prix number 1, the 43rd annual IJSBA World Finals. We're hanging out here at the Crazy Horse Campground, and this is one of our smaller classes, and I don't mean that literally, but that's the junior ski 10 to 12 stock class. I believe we've only got 3 riders in that class, and I've only got numbers for 1 rider. I see Billings right there. It looks like he's on 508. Boat number 35, I believe that could possibly be Cash McClure. 41 is Christian Bain. As we take a look down the starting line, looks like we may have had a late entry too, which we don't have a number or a name up here. And again, that'll all be taken care of with our second motos, because that's when we get the scores from the first race and everybody that has been scored. Looks like we got a number 17 on the inside. It's a Monster Energy boat, a Troy Lee Designs boat, but I could not tell you who that is because we do not have him on the sheet, and I apologize for that. Ski GP, Mika Pere, that is race number 7. It'll be after this race right here, Mika, featuring the best stand-up riders in the world, and the Supercross, Super Motocross Rookie of the Year, Juju Baume, will be racing in that race. So stick around, folks. Kind of the calm before the storm here. These are what we used to call the bottle rocket class, the 10 to 12-year-olds. And we'll try to hone in on your leaders right here, and that is boat number 17. That is your race leader right now. And as I pointed out, we do not have his name. Boat number 41 is Christian Bain out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And he's sponsored by Commander Industries, Amsoil, 405 Motorsports, and Impros. Again, out of Oklahoma City, and that's where they have the Junior National Championships. So 17 is your race leader. So 41 going to slide into second place, Bain. And there's Bain right there. And once again, Christian Bain out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. .35 is Colton Grunwald. I'm getting Colton Grunwald. Okay, so they're just actually getting it up there at the live. So 35 is Colton Grunwald. So I'm thinking 17. So you got number 17 out in front, and that could be Cash McClure. That could be Cash McClure out in front. 35 is Colton Grunwald, 508 is Travis Billing, and 41 is Christian Bain. We're trying to get her all set here, but they gave me my moto sheets, and there was only one number and 3 names. Again, coming up next, will be our Pro Ski GP. And I know we got a lot of folks online that have been waiting for that. A lot of racers and, man, I'll tell you, a lot of talent coming from all over the world in this next one. On board with the second place, number 41, Christian Bain. Again, Bain out of the OKC. 17, still your leader. And we're going to say that's Cash McClure out of Saudi Daisy, Tennessee. I know Cash was riding on a Kawasaki, sponsored by TC Free Ride, Chase Plumbing, and GoPro. 508, Travis Billing from right here in Lake Havasu, sitting in that third place position. Sponsored by High Speed Industries, Jet Trim, Speed Lifestyle Company, Spy Optics, GoPro, Liddy Industries, and ODI Grips. And there we're taking a look at the 508, currently sitting in third place, Lake Havasu City Local. Going back into fourth place, we got boat number 35, that's Cotton Grunwald. So 17, Cash McClure, your race leader out of Saudi Daisy, Tennessee, sponsored by TC Free Ride, Chase Plumbing and Mechanical, and GoPro. Rides the Red Series over there in the Carolina area. So once again, coming up next, we've got the Pro Ski GP class for all of you folks that are listening in. As I pointed out, this is kind of the calm before the storm here. Your race leader, still number 17, Cash McClure. 41 is Christian Bain. Once again, folks, I'd like to say a very special thanks to Amazing Thailand, Thai Airways International, the Sports Authority, the National Sports Development Fund, Freedom Racing, and Jet Tribe Racing. Taking a look at third place, 508, Travis Billing. Travis sponsored by High Speed Industries and Jet Trim here locally. So the juniors out here having some fun. I believe 8 laps here with our junior class before we go to our Pro Ski GP. Bottom left-hand side of the track, and there we go. Cash McClure, your race leader. He'll get the white flag this time around. So one more lap to go for that young man right there out of Tennessee. Hey, do we got anybody online from Tennessee? I think I see a couple people. I see Virginia online. I see California. I see the United Kingdom's online. So taking a look at our leader right there, Cash McClure, again sponsored by Taylor Curtis and all the folks over at TC Free Ride, Chase Plumbing and Mechanical, as well as GoPro. And McClure one final time down the back straightaway. And he'll work his way toward the MasterCard buoy. And we'll see whether he decides to go inside or outside here on his final lap. Nice race there by Cash. You're watching the Junior Ski 10 to 12 stock class here live from the 43rd annual SBT IJSBA World Finals and the second round of the World Grand Prix Series. My name's Mikey Young, and I'll be making the call for you. Again, if you have any questions, we'll answer them to the best of our ability. We're still trying to find out who 16 was in that pro runabout class, but during the break, we'll be able to go down during freestyle and check with scoring. We'll also be able to see if anybody got penalized. Checkered flag is out, and that's Cash McClure. He's already got his arm up in the air. 10 to 12 class, ladies and gentlemen. Cash McClure out of Saudi Daisy, Tennessee. Sponsored by TC Free Ride, Chase Plumbing and Mechanical, and GoPro. Helping him out. He's got that big monster sticker on the side of that boat. Great job there by Cash McClure. Coming through in second, Christian Bain on the 41 Kawasaki out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Sponsored by Amsoil, 405 Motorsports, and Impros, and 508. Travis Billing rounds out your top three here in Lake Havasu for the junior ski 10 to 12 stock class. All right, folks, we're going to be back with the Pro Ski GP class. Hold on, folks. Stay tuned.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe-trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Jet Tribe. Your official riding gear.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds. Presented by Freedom Racing.
While nobody wants to completely admit their top speed, in fact, I have yet to get a straight answer.
All right, folks, welcome back to Lake Havasu, and you can see the crowds building here. 12 laps, says Paul Pistone, and I'll tell you what, there are so many people down on the beach right now. Absolutely crazy. As the riders told to get their boats in the water, we got boat number 300. Jimmy Wilson on a factory Kawasaki out of Port St. Lucie, Florida. Boat number 155, Coy Curtis on a fast power sports boat out of Lake Havasu City, sponsored by TC Free Rides. Sebastian Girello on a fast power sports boat, number 27, from right here in Lake Havasu, sponsored by Go Fast USA, Fast Power Sports, and Liquimali. Boat number 888, Ryder Wildemore, from right here in Lake Havasu, sponsored by Pro Watercraft, Cometic, Jet Tribe, and Jet Trim. 116 is Devin Farthing out of Ackworth, Georgia, sponsored by Monster Energy, Yamaha, Jet Pilot, Jet Trim 100%, and Yamalube. Boat number 100, Revin Harris out of Gilbert, Arizona, sponsored by Fast Power Sports, Lone Star Trucking, Works H2O, Marine One, and Jet Trim. We've got T19, Aaron Honklang out of Sulang, Thailand, sponsored by the Bangkok Jet Ski Club. We got boat number T30, Tanawin Mo Lee out of Pattaya, Thailand, sponsored by NOP, USG, and Flamingo. Kevin Redderer beyond the number 90 Kawasaki out of Austria, sponsored by NOP, USG, Liquimali, Blosian, Jet Pilot, Nagi Designs, and SMD Graphics. Cole Kramer is out there on boat number 202. He's on a fast power sports boat out of Lake Havasu, sponsored by Fast Power Sports and Ricky T's Boosted Performance. Harley Ritchie out of Lake Havasu City, USA. He'll be on 115, a Commander, sponsored by Mike Jim Marbella. Ira John Keener out of the Philippines will be here. We don't have a number for him yet. 44 is Camden Powell out of Syracuse, Indiana, sponsored by Speed Racing, as well as Ignite Racing Fuels, Commander, Jet Pilot, Jet Trim, HPL. 111 is Jaden Richardson out of Queensland, Australia. He's sponsored by Fast Power Sports, Marine One, AJSP, Jet Pilot, and 98 is Quentin Bosch out of Belgium, sponsored by GBA Racing, as well as Fast Power Sports, Cometic, Jet Pilot, and Jet Trim. Jake Pierce, I believe, is going to be on boat number 90, and he is out of Lake Havasu City, sponsored by Marine One, Bullet Racing, CSM, and Works. 64 is Jasmine Prouse out of Estonia, sponsored by 64 Factory Racing and the Licks team. And boat number 25 on a Bullet Racing hull, it's Alec Enderle out of Switzerland, sponsored by Bullet Racing, Paratech, and the MX Lab. Wow. Okay, so there we go. On the 29 Commander from right here in Lake Havasu, sponsored by Red Bull Commander and Slippery Wetsuits, it's Julian Beaumay, the Super Motocross Rookie of the Year, down here on the starting line for the Pro Ski GP class. We got Jack Wells, who's a Harley Ritchie fan, on there. Dave says, go Quentin Bosch. Gregory says, go Alec. Good luck, Harley Ritchie, says Nicola. Samuel says, go Ritchie. All right, here we go. Riders told to fire up their machines. And here we go. Pro Ski GP. We've been waiting for this. And we are off and away, headed toward turn number 1 here in Lake Havasu, the Pro Ski GP class. You see our ops manager there, Simon Ricks, on the radio. And I don't see any red flags yet. I don't see the dreaded red yet. And we'll let you know who the leaders are. It looks like the green machine out there in front right now. That is boat number 98, Quentin Bosch. Bosch, your leader on the, or 88 on the inside. So we're taking a look at number Quentin Bosch. Side by side there. That's Bosch going to take the whole shot. Side by side with boat number 88. That may be trying to figure out who 88 is because somebody switched boats, and again, we don't have him on the sheet. Son of a gun. 98 is Quentin Bosch. He grabbed the whole shot, and he is your race leader. Boat number 300, it looks like Jimmy Wilson currently sitting in that third place position on the factory Cowie. Taking a look, going on board with Jimmy Wilson now, sponsored by Fly Racing, Hot Products, Works H2O Designs, AOMC, MX, JC Racing, and ADA Racing. And you can take a look at the leaders there, the gap between the two green boats. The green boats are out in front. That's QB1, Quentin Bosch, your race leader. Second place, number 88, going to the inside. Jeremy Steino says, go Jake Pierce, as we take a look there. Quentin Bosch. And we're looking at second place there. That is boat number 88. Followed by 300, Jimmy Wilson. And 1, 2, and 3 all starting to separate just a little bit. As you see an anxious crowd looking on. There we go. The log jump is now open, ladies and gentlemen. We're serving up fresh rubber here in Lake Havasu. So again, your top three, 98, Bosch, 88, and 300, Jimmy Wilson. Maxime says, go QB1, go 98. And again, there is your gap right there, I believe, between third and fourth position. And we'll go back a little bit further when the cameraman folks, that was Quentin Bosch's dad that you seen right there that was anxiously looking on. There is boat number 90, Kevin Redder. Redder moving up into the mix. I believe Redder currently sitting in that fourth place position. Didn't have the greatest of starts. And Kevin Redder coming to us from Austria, sponsored by NOF USG. As well as Liquid Molly, Blosian, Jet Pilot, and SMD Graphics. And that is Redder working his way through that inside split right now. Now exiting the inside split. You can see Redder now challenging Jimmy Wilson for that third place position. So that's probably one of the best battles going on the track right now. Redder on boat number 90, Wilson on boat number 300 as they work their way through the bubble, and they'll hit the chicane and into the log jumps. Wilson normally very good, very clean over the log jumps. I've been watching him, Wilson, all season long, and he normally goes through those log jumps like a hot knife through butter. Redder kind of like straight line in that buoy, trying to make up a little bit of time. Wilson gooses the throttle, and he's going to maintain that third place position. And you can see it looks like he's trying to put a little real estate between he and Redder. Redder is always a threat, no matter what position he is out on the track. He is always a threat, and a multi-time world champion over here in at the World Finals. To the MasterCard buoy we go, and let's see if Jimmy decides to go inside or outside. As you see the rest of the pack coming through. Crowd looking on here from the shores of the Crazy Horse Campground. Some great racing here in the GP ski class. And again, nice backdrop here in Lake Havasu. QB1, your race leader, Quentin Bosch. Bosch again out of Belgium, sponsored by Fast Power Sports, Cometic, Gaskets, Jet Pilot, and Jet Trim. And look at this battle right here. 115 getting into the mix. 115 out there on the Commander. That's Harley Ritchie. Harley Ritchie from right here in Lake Havasu, sponsored by Mike Jim Marbella, Commander, Rebel Optics, and the Saints of Speed. You can see Ritchie as he works his way through the log jump. He's got company. So boat number 90, that's Redder in fourth, 115. Harley Ritchie currently in the fifth spot. QB1 out in front. 88 still a Ghost Rider. And boat number 300, that's Jimmy Wilson, still maintaining that third place position on the factory Kawasaki. And it looked like 698 went down there for just a moment. I believe that was a back marker. As we still got Quentin Bosch. Again, this is the first moto. We'll get to see the Pro Ski GP again, folks, for those of you listening in, race number 13. And after this race right here, we're going to go to our freestyle qualifying here in Lake Havasu. I do not believe that that will be on the live stream. So when we come back, we'll be coming back with race number 8 in the Pro Runabout GP class. So again, taking a look back out to the track, and we're watching third place, Jimmy Wilson, originally from Hebron, Ohio. I watched this kid grow up, and he's become quite the racer. Wilson up and over the first, second, and now the third log jump, making his home now in Port St. Lucie, Florida. And Jimmy, sponsored by not only Factory Cowie, but Fly Racing, Hot Products, Works H2O Designs, AOMCMX, JC Racing, and the Walkendorf family here in Arizona at ADA Racing. So some great battles going on the track out there. And I've been looking for the 29, haven't been able to spot him yet. That's the Red Bull KTM factory racer and Super Motocross Rookie of the Year, Juju Valme, who has been a world champion out here before. We're taking a look at Redder. Redder currently in that fourth spot, trying to catch up to Jimmy Wilson. Wilson went to the outside split. Redder went to the inside split. Again, the greens are the inside, the blues are the outside. Redder goes a little bit wide there, getting ready to exit that inside. You can see Wilson came out in front of him, so Wilson's still in a solid third place, and I believe I thought I seen just a couple more laps to go. We'll let you know. I didn't see the courtesy flags yet. So again, we're watching number 90, a 13-lap race here in the Ski GP class. Grueling for these Ski GP riders. Redder working the log jump right now. No casualties as of yet with that log jump here in the Pro Ski GP class. But we'll see as the racers get a little more tired toward the end of this one. That's normally when they'll get hung up in that section right there. We'll see if that holds true or not, as we are on board with Kevin Redder, currently sitting in fourth place out of Austria. And once again, Redder is sponsored by Blosian, Jet Pilot, Nagi Designs, and SMD Graphics. You can see just about 2 seconds behind Wilson. Redder once again going to go to the inside. Wilson goes to the outside. Boat number 88 still hanging tough there in that second place position, but it's all QB1. Quentin Bosch out of Belgium, your race leader, boat number 98. Grabbed the hole shot and hasn't looked back, and that was him that you just seen going down the front straightaway on that green boat. As your battle for third, that's what we're honed in on here. And you can see Redder comes out, but Jen just about 2 seconds slower than Jimmy Wilson. Wilson not letting up as they get ready to head around the horseshoe, and they'll head over to the log jump section. And you can see the stands are packed here. It doesn't matter whether it's 102 degrees or not. We got some hot racing going on out there. And Redder able to get through unscathed. Kevin Redder on another factory Kawasaki. So you got Kawasaki right now running in first and second place. First place out there, though, Quentin Bosch running on a fast power sports boat. And again, there is your battle for third down the back straightaway as they get ready to approach the MasterCard buoy. which is located at the top left-hand side of the track as we view it here from the tower. It looks like we got a back marker possibly in front of Jimmy Wilson. Wilson says, okay, I'll let Redder deal with the back marker. So Redder now with the lapped rider in front of him. We'll see if that slows him down at all. The back marker getting out of the way, letting Redder through. Very sportsmanlike thing to do here, especially in this GP class. If you ain't got a chance and somebody does, don't ruin their chances just because you're having a bad day. So here we go. Once again, we'll see how they come out. Wilson will be coming from the outside. Here comes Redder. It's going to be a drag race. And it looked like Redder maybe picked up about a half a second on that. Wilson still maintains that third place position. Again, Jimmy showing you some of that factory Kawasaki power. Got it set up back there beside the Kawasaki tent in Performance Alley. If you'd like to go back there and check them out after this race right here through the log jumps. No issues there. As Wilson works his way up to the top right-hand side of the track, still with Kevin Redder right there. And there is Frenchie, Nicholas Rios, down on the beach watching the Pro Ski GP. Got a new look here for 2024. Rios, one of the former champions in the old Pro Ski modified days. Used to be fun to watch him and Jacobs and McCluggage, Gocher, Sheldon duke it out. So again, I believe you got Redder on the inside, Wilson on the outside in that battle for third place. Looks like Wilson may have a lapper in front of him on that outside split right now. As Redder approaches the exit, lap flag coming out for the back marker. Redder's going to come out. He's going to try to steal the line away. And Wilson side by side, they are rail to rail, and Redder moves up into third place. So Kevin, you can see that guy was surprised right there. So Redder moves up into third place, and Wilson back to fourth as Redder up and over the first log jump, second log jump, third log jump. Kind of wheelies over that third one. Bottom right-hand side of the track, he'll make the turn back onto the closed course. Kevin Redder out of Austria has moved into third place. So the two Kawasaki pilots dicing it out. You still got boat number 90. Boat number 115, Harley Ritchie, in fifth. And let's take a look at the replay. This is how it happened. Redder coming from that inside split. You can see he's taking a look over, pins the throttle. Jimmy Wilson right there. And Jimmy, as they make that left-hand turn, has to hit the brakes. He has nowhere to go as Redder was able to steal the line away and advance into that third place position. Good camera work, guys. Boat number 98, you're watching QB1 right now. Quentin Bosch. 2 more laps to go, says Paul Pistone. Quentin Bosch, boat number 98, sponsored by Fast Power Sports. And Bosch sponsored by a whole lot of other folks here too. Cometic Gaskets. A big shout out to Susan. I'm sure she's jumping up and down over there in Performance Alley at the tent. She is repping Cometic and Klotz. He's also sponsored by Jet Pilot and Jet Trim. So Quentin taking it nice and easy. Knows he's got a decent lead. And Quentin Bosch was actually one of our products from the Pilot Junior program. When we first started the junior program, Quentin Bosch came over here and they competed in it on the old, if you remember, the old hydro spaces. So Quentin Bosch, one of our storied vets out here. We can remember him from when he was a kid racing those hydro spaces out here. He'll have to go to the outside split. He's got about a lap and a quarter to go here. We'll see if he can hold on to it. 88 still in second. You got Redder in third, Wilson in fourth, and Harley Ritchie running in the top 5. You can see just how packed the beaches are here. The beaches are packed, the stands are packed, and the white flag is out for QB1, Quentin Bosch. That man right there. Man, just a nice guy, both on and off the track. Always a pleasure to do interviews with Quentin. Maybe we'll see if we can get him in here for the second half of the day for an interview, as he's working the bottom right-hand side of the track. Only about a half a lap to go here for Bosch, as he is making it look easy out there. Reminds you of Jeff Jacobs back in the day. I mean, the guy is just so hard to beat, and he's got that tall, lanky form, you know, and just able to maneuver that boat so well. And there's Bosch, the MasterCard buoy, one final time, and I think he's going to cash in after that MasterCard buoy. You still got 88 in second, Redder in third, Jimmy Wilson in fourth on boat number 300, 115 in fifth, Harley Ritchie. And Bosch, one final time, he'll go to the outside split. A couple more buoys to negotiate, and folks, this deal looks like it is in the books. Here comes Quentin Bosch. Out comes the checkered flag. Folks, put your hands together for Quentin Bosch. Bosch doing a great job going wire to wire there. And does a great job, again, making his sponsors happy. Quentin Bosch, sponsored by QBA Racing, Fast Power Sports, Cometic, Jet Pilot, and Jet Trim. Second place, 88 coming through. Third place was Kevin Redder on boat number 90. Fourth place, you had Jimmy Wilson on boat number 300, factory Kawasaki pilot. And fifth place was Harley Ritchie from right here in Lake Havasu. Harley, again, sponsored by Mike Jim Marabella, Commander, Rebel Optics, and the Saints of Speed. And freestyle qualifying will be coming up next. So I believe we're going to see everybody at race number 8, which is the Pro Runabout GP class. And we'll be taking a lunch break here in the booth, but we'll be back for race number 8. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves at home. It's time to go qualifying here for freestyle, and I'll let you know how it ended up. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Mike Young, and we'll be back after these messages.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail, unveiling pristine odysseys ahead, crafting each element for globe-trotting, embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds. Presented by Freedom Racing.
Jet Tribe, your official riding gear.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.